Good evening, everybody. It is Monday night. It's the night shift. It's a hot time in the old town tonight. Very nice to welcome everybody aboard tonight. It has been a hot night. Sometimes you look at some of these other hangouts, and I'm not naming you, and you just kind of shake your head at some of the information it passes for fact on there, and it's just the information is just being passed from one person to another, and usually originating from somebody that came out of nowhere that has an account that's about an hour old and going onto somebody's panel, and it's just going to drive me crazy. Hey, Tree, how are you tonight? Gina Smith, hi, sweetie, how are you? Nice to see you. Hope everybody's doing well. Missy Jenn's doing well. The rain has returned. And I think I get the feeling sometimes this is like the absolute, can I get a witness? This is like the very worst. This is like the low point of the year right here. I swear it's the low point in here. Reason being is, people are starting to get frustrated. I know in California, we just cannot escape the rain. Week in and week out, rivers are overflowing. Hey, Jeremy, we went through the Sierras. They have 22 feet of snow or something. It's insane up. It's just, and now they have another raging storm up there again. A lot of the U.S. is stormy, cold, and I just think it's that point in winter where you feel like it's never going to end. And I think people are just tired of being cooped up. They're on edge. Hey, Crystal. No, I think Missy Jenn she did quite well. She had a good time. As long as she eats well and gets her sleep, she's okay. So Jeremy said, next month I'm taking my 3 boys to North Carolina for spring break. Awesome. Hey, Ash, how are you? Ash must feel like her head's in a mixing bowl. How you doing, Coach Isms? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. How you doing, Joe? Hope everything went well at the doctor. Julie Pulley, nice to see you. But it is that time of year. Hey, Sean, how you doing? How you doing? You did, yeah, I know. I don't want I'm a G to get mad at you, Vinny. I was trying to yell at you from the side chat, Vinny. That floor is not going to mop itself over there, and I'm laughing my ass. Vinny is priceless on panels. You see him with his mop in hand. Once in a while, he gets up and pushes. He's like something out of a British comedy. He is priceless. How you doing, Oder May? Hey, biker Aussie, how are you? Vintage seeking soul. I mean, it is funny. Want to thank, hey, Cornholio Bungholes, nice to see you. Blonde Point, hey, how are you? Vinny cracks me up. He's a consummate entertainer. He's awesome. Okay, it went good. Hey, Cobra John, got my glasses fixed, so no more cap locks. That's great. Hi, Brandy. Brandy. Hey, Crystal says so. How are you? Mama Best World. How you doing, honey? Robin Summers. This is just, I hate this time of year. I'm sorry if anybody has a birthday. I know Mama 3 boys. Late shout out for you, honey. Love you. Hope you had a good one. I forgot to get back to, Vinny said, apparently I made $28K selling Mama Bear's asshole t-shirts. Oh, hey, Patreon pirate. Vinny's the new t-shirt king around Boyd. Hey, Tucker. Hey, Tucker. Well, I was over there listening, and I think Tucker and Vinny G, you certainly got to give Mallory. Now, I will say, well, let me back up a minute to the weather. It is, I don't know about in Australia. Of course, the seasons are opposite. They mirror ours in an opposite way. But I tell you what, hey, Uber Goober, sweetie, thank you for the kind things that you said. And Katie But it's just the winter just dragging on, the rainy, people are just, sickness is breaking out all over, it seems. So it's just, now I was going to say, your birthday's on March 6th. There you go. You'll be 41. Well, happy pre-birthday. Hi, Clancy, Perry. You know, I will say this about Mallory. She's certainly not one to crumple in the breeze over there. That was quite a show tonight on Pam. I'm in a multiplex theater, okay, tonight. This is like being in a six theater mega cinema complex. In cinema number 1, we got Shoot the Shit, open chat. In cinema number 2, right, and it just goes on and on. I got Dave. Cinema number 2, cinema just on and on. Shit, it's hard to keep up with. I mean, I got multiple browser windows open. Yeah, I gotta respect her for. I gotta respect her for that. So you know, it's sometimes it's hard to stand up against things, and it's not like I didn't say that. She knows that. You know, there's very few people you ever wholeheartedly endorse on YouTube. That's for sure. And I thought in watching tonight, I was watching Dave for a while, and let me just say, last night Dave was very itchy for a link to come on. Now, we want to talk about, thank you, Evil Aves. We want to talk about for a minute what the definition of a shit show is. What's the definition of a shit show? Pam and Rick's were kind of redlining at some points in there for being a shit show, but still veering on the entertainment side. Benny has had some robust chats before, and I've been a part of some. I've been screaming and hollering with Hondo on there and Bergs and yelling at Vinny, and I couldn't even tell who in the hell else was on panel, and we were just going at it. I mean, that's a shit show. Now imagine last night. I did not gear my program for Elvis to come on last night, but there was nobody else on panel, so I offered a link to come up and talk. And he broached the subject of Amanda May, which I'll get into soon enough. But you know, he started going off. He made a few comments about Dave, and I said, you know, as much as you don't want cursing on your program, I really don't prefer it on my program. I mean, it happens sometimes. But if I had brought Dave on at the same time last night, what would that have created? That would have created a total and complete shit show. So I told Dave that, and I personally messaged Dave today. And I told him having you come on panel with Elvis last night would have created a shit show. It would have been a Jerry Springer show. And a lot of people would have said, oh, you brought that on. You scripted that perfectly to have them two together. I don't want to have shit shows on my channel. So for the second time in a week, bright and early this morning, I sent Dave a message and I offered him a link. If he wants to come up and talk about it. You know, he did go off last night and he did do his own stream, which is his perfect right. He can be angry about things, and I think Dave and I are able to be friends behind it all. I mean, this is YouTube after all, and Dave runs his own show, and yeah, Dave's having a field day with it, as he's entitled to be, because let me tell you, Dave earned his right to be in this shit show. If there is an upside to that, he earned his right to be in it. So yeah, Blonde said a real shit show for sure. Hey, Nippy fan for life. I really don't want that on my channel anymore. Those kind of confrontations, that Jerry Springer. Now, some people in the side chat will say, oh, you know, think of what the numbers would be. You know, you have Dave and Elvis screaming at each other on there. Well, there's more to things than numbers, believe it or not, here on YouTube. Patreon said, hey, I just want to get tickets to everyone's shit shows. Well, there's plenty of them on here. Joy Nadav, Z is Faker Donator. What a long channel name. I want to thank Mallory for helping to support Zia. Yeah, tell him no more bottom line. Yeah, I think so. I think so, Tucker. Biker Babe said my kid was on Jerry Springer. It's all scripted and fake. We'll get to, you know, I'll talk to Amanda May and all that, but my phone's been blowing up today. I'm not going to have people jam down my throat. You hate to use that terminology, especially on Boyd. Gets all kinds of images. Gets all kinds of images coming into you. And I say, Uber lady says, I can understand him wanting to defend his wife. I can understand all of that. I really can. But you have two escape valves. Number one, you don't have to watch it. And number two, you have your own channel. You have your own channel that you can reply on, which is exactly what Dave did last night. Here, it's my channel, my rules. If I don't want to have a shit show, I'm not going to have it. I did ask, oh, you're retiring from the sales. Yeah, you can't sleep in my stream. Now I did put, yeah. That's for sure. They're not that very long. They're not super long streams. And I'll talk about Afta in a little bit because I have very strong opinions about Afta, not just because she's tipped out the channel before. She also happens to be a person that I think has the exact proper read on what goes on YouTube. But I did offer that Dave the chance to come on tonight. Maybe he'll come over. Maybe he won't. I never got an answer to my text today. But he did roll some of that, that whole hangout with Amanda May. And I happened to be, I remember that hangout like it was yesterday. Because when Missy Jenn and I were on our trip, our 7,636 mile journey. Hello, Greg. When we were on our 7,636 mile journey, I remember that morning when we were leaving Salt Lake. It was very early and there was threatened to be snow in the Rockies. And we didn't want to get caught out going down to Denver to meet Joshy Bingham. So we left, we got up and we left at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I remember I had my cell phone and we were listening to that hangout. So it really stuck with me. You know, the terrible lies that were said on that panel. Just terrible. All for the sake of wanting to earn, hopefully get some money. Unbelievable stuff was said on that. And Missy Jenn and I just going to, hey, BBE, we were just going down, shaking our heads, going down the road. But the thing that I'll draw your attention to, and the thing that strikes me, and this is the main point I make, and I don't know how many times I've said that on this channel and other people's channel, no matter, and I think Vinny and Tucker will agree with me, no matter what the composition of panels and status of people on Boyd or the drama community is, hi Johnny Wad, the configuration of friends, frenemies, and enemies will be different come December of 2019 than it is in late February 2019. I can guarantee you, how you doing, news unit, that things will be different. And what really struck me watching Dave replay that hangout of last year, look at how the cast of characters changed on that panel. Everybody's concentrating on what is being said, and I'm looking at the derivative of it, and I'm looking at the people that are appearing on that panel. Let's go down that esteemed list of people that sat on those hangouts at that time. And this is why I contend to you that you better be careful what you share with people. You better be careful who you're buddy with, because the highest likelihood on YouTube and on the Boyd in particular is that today's friends can very easily, maybe not enemies, frenemies, and maybe eventually enemies. This is my biggest caution, and this is going to be proof tonight because I took a screenshot. I took a picture of that panel. Of course, you had Amanda May, who was the guest star on that panel, specifically brought in to bear witness and to juice the hangout. In other words, that was the big star attraction. Hey, side chat slut. Hey, Joey D. that was the big draw on the card that night. And Amanda May Bryan fulfilled that beautifully, came on that night. But you look on the panel, and I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Over probably not. Probably won't be able to see that. But all the way over to the left-hand side, guess who's playing guitar on Dave's hangout? Guess who's playing guitar? The Bergs. the Berg Show. You see Bergs on Dave's panels today? You see Bergs anywhere on Dave's side chat today? Isn't it amazing what you can see when you really look? Notice we've got Roadkill, who's still around in very good standing. We got Lindy. We got Lindy on there. You see Lindy on Dave's side chat today? Do you see Lindy on panel with Dave today? We've got, of course, Dave, and then we got Boris. Do you see Boris on Dave's chats today? See Boris on Dave's side chat? You got, of course, Becca. And then you've got the great Andrew Hondo in the anchor position there. You see Hondo on Dave's panel anymore? Do you see Hondo in Dave's side chat? This is a perfect example when I tell you that the eggs are always being scrambled down here on the Boyd. And it's very easy for somebody who's today's hero to become tomorrow's goat. How you doing, Echo Sun Clover? Thanks for coming on. I appreciate that. Yeah, can't we all just be friends? Crystal said, it's sad how quickly things change on here. It's also shows you the tripwires, especially on the boy, that can so easily get you on the outs, and why it's so fucking hard. It's so fucking hard on here to stay on the good side of people, no matter how hard you try, because you'll be judged a pussy. You'll be judged a poor friend because you don't stand up for somebody who's taking it to somebody else. Or you'll just offend somebody. And the eggs get scrambled down here. 4,000 beers. Thank you, Aggie. So what I'm saying is I can't help it if people don't choose to avail themselves of the opportunity to come on panel, which brings me to the part of scripted drama. And how you doing, 180? Nice to see you. So many chats I go to, and so many chats you guys go to these days. Greg says, come on, Rosie, most people are tuning in for the drama. It's sad, but it's true. And I'm tuned in. I'm watching tonight. I'm in a multiplex theater. I got 3 screens. My tongue doesn't know which screen to lick. I'm right up there, you know. Holy shit. What did Mama Bear do now? Shit, what's Vinny? Mop that floor. Mallory said, what? Hey, Oda May. The hell did Tucker say? Oh shit. You gotta, yeah, you almost can never win on here because you're guaranteed to hit some tripwires. And then you have some people that come along that gladly push you into the tripwires. You're trying to delicately negotiate the laser beams that are going to set off the automated cannon fire. Boom, 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 boom. And you'll have somebody come behind you. Oh, did you hear Rosie's going to have Amanda May on panel? Oh, if that motherfucker has that person on panel, it's on. But never once do they have the common decency to text you and just ask you straight out. No, instead it'd rather be sit on panel and speculate about, ooh, all the juiciness of what could be. Who's spinning for drama? Yeah, Chip Bunny said you can't possibly keep up with all this mess. There's too many pieces moving on the board now. So is anybody that thinks anybody is scripting drama has really doesn't understand why would somebody put so much time into this stuff to script the drama? It's like when Elvis comes on last night. Oh, hey, I talked to Amanda May today, and I don't have anything particularly against Amanda May. I'm going to repeat again right up front. I wish Amanda May / Brian, Addie, all the best in life. But I don't think we need to jam people down other people's throats. My own experience turned out to be very, very bitter in that regard. I always tried to be kind and nice and got rewarded with little more than a kick in the head and a lot of pain for the stupidity that I exhibited. How you doing, Mallory? And the part that I had in trying to build somebody a better life. And you can still see the video from June of 2015. Like most of my videos, it's still up there. Let's build Amanda May a better life. Well, People will tell you Amanda and I were great pals before she ever came into the Boyd followed me in, as did so many other trans sisters when I came into the community and came on the Drury's hangouts. Hey, Ambry, I had no idea that the other trans sisters would follow me in to the community. Who in the hell knew? Who knew so many people had so much interest in RV? Right? The only thing that we knew was we knew of each other before Amanda May came on to Drury's Hangout. When I started doing Hangouts and said, Rosie, would you teach me how to do my own Hangouts? Well, there's another watershed moment that didn't turn out too good. Because when Amanda started doing Hangouts and then, the pity parties began and the fundraising. Now, people told me, Dr. Sonny, lots of people, not lots of people, a few people said, don't do this thing. Has to kick alcohol, has to get a job, do this. Oh, no, we're doing a great thing down here. We're doing a great thing down here. We're helping somebody build a new life. You can see the video. It's still up there. Bought an RV, raised money. People in this community are very generous. I know people in the drama community are generous too. Raised what? I don't know, $12,000. An alternative place to live. But the part of the story that wasn't told, seldom told, is that when Amanda and I talked, her first choice was to try to get a studio apartment and maybe get a job. But she knew she had to leave the house because Don, the former lover, was going downhill fast, and the nephew wanted the house sold, and she had to leave. So far, so good. Trying to help somebody out for a better life. We had a lot of wild hangouts. She and I would rap and get into it about Canon versus GoPro and just some of the most legendary fights and chimping that you've ever seen in your life. But I cared. I really did care. Even though I didn't really know her at all when she came into the community. I knew of her, but she was a dresser and I was doing hormones and doing the real transition thing, and she was dressing for making money, and I did not know at that time, did not know the past until it was getting close to the money raising time, and then it came out. You have to put it out there. In other words, we really, a lot of us really tried. Our hearts were in the right place, but Dr. Sonny said, no, you got to kick it. And I give her credit. She came on and said, do not do this thing. Well, felt empowering here on the Boyd. We're going to do this thing, and we did it. Got the RV, then the RV needed tires, it needed titles, additional money was raised. Now it's like it's time to get a job, but I'm going to go back to the RV. I'm going to go back to the little known fact that's little talked about before that. Tough love, Johnny Watt. We had talked, and New Hampshire has a Department of Post-Correction Placement for job placement and all that. And I was working my ass off trying to get a resume, to talk about getting a resume together, to try to work with this department, to try to think about getting a studio apartment. Now remember, what community are we in? What community are we in? What community? What's the backbone of the boy, Tucker? What community? What comprises the backbone of the Boyd at that time? Hey, Reachable. Here's the quiz. Let's see who gets it first. What's the real backbone of the Boyd? Where was it born out of? RV. Thank you, Beavis. It was born out of the RV community, and there's still that little faint vapor trail of the RV community that still runs through today. Little known to me, one night when I was asleep and Amanda May's having one of her overnight hangouts. She used to run hangouts back to back to back. I woke up one morning and holy fuck. I click on my computer to Amanda May's hangout, and there's Kat, the glamorous life, talking to Amanda, and I see that there's a GoFundMe already set up to buy an RV. The fuck? Huh? At that point, what can you do? You get behind it and you get an RV. Somebody, in the goodness and kindness of her heart, and had put plenty of money into that, had seeded that GoFundMe for an RV. Yeah, well, Teresa, you know, we all made mistakes at that time, but it was mistakes of our hearts were in the right place for somebody. And now you got the RV. What are you going to do about it? Where are you going to go? And my friend Tim McKenna, fearless patriot, ended up offering a job. Come out to Chicago. Come out to Illinois. I'll put you to work. Got out there, paid for the money, raised money for the tolls. The drive out, gets there, lasts about 2 days, doesn't work, and all of a sudden you get the desperate text. I'm being held hostage here. You know, the driveway's blocked. I can't. I want to get out of here. I got to get out of here. More money to get down to Florida. Now, but this time I'm not involved, because I'm like, if you leave Chicago, I can't do anything else for you, because there's work possibility there. If you leave, I can't do any more. And I didn't do any more. And that's when Amanda went down, and then the 5150, poor Drew called because Amanda threatened to off herself on a hangout one night. Got hauled off. Jeff, comes out, probably almost dried out, has the shakes coming out of the lockup. Jeff T. Rowe gladly buys the beer. And we go down in October of 2015 and we have the meetup down there. And we're friendly again. But this person tells me straight up when leaving, when I've said this before, if somebody tells you straight up to your face, do I look like the kind of person that's ever going to answer to a boss? Because of all the shit that came down with the 5150 and the disruption of the RV park down there. Very nice RV park, beautiful RV park. We go in and see the manager, and the manager says, I want Brian out of here and at the end of the month. Where's Brian going to go? So we end up begging the manager, please give an extra month. And we pay the lot rent for the next month. But never an attempt to get a job. Ends up selling the RV, buying some rattle trap Class B that lasts about a week, and that's sold, and then goes up to Staten Island. Real nice gal takes him into Staten Island. He's going to transition, blah, blah, blah. That lasts about a week. Back to New Hampshire and just disappears. After all that, then comes back periodically. And last year we had I want to be a cinematographer, and I want a camera, and I need a computer, and blah, blah, blah. Here comes beautiful MB Reyes. She hears the story, ends up giving computer, nights in a hotel, camera. Here's your chance. Make something of yourself. Nothing. One video series, and that's it. So the theme is never having follow through. So when Elvis, and I'm still cool, I'll be cordial to people, but I can have who I want on my channel and on my panel. So this all builds up to, and remember, I had to sit and endure Dave's hangout last year where more untruths were told. Oh, Rosie just loves Elvis, blah, blah, blah. I'm not the one that had sex with Elvis. Ever. Held up the Vaseline bottle. Hey. I tried to be a friend and guide, and I did a pretty shitty job. And then Friday night, the cherry on top is I'm at the hotel, and I really want to support Berg, so I'm watching Berg's chat on Friday night. And here comes Amanda coming in typing, talking about Rosie. Well, Rosie, Rosie's just, messed up because she texted me, we talked, and she said that she regrets the surgeries that she had and blah, blah, blah. And I almost dropped my lipstick. And I'm thinking to myself, what? Have I ever in 6 years ever given a hint that I've regretted any surgeries? So last night when Elvis comes on and Marshall's like, oh, Gullah Gullah Island, I just had a nice talk with Amanda May. And Amanda May wants to come on. She'd like to come on your panel. Yeah, do you got it blocked or something? Duh. I guess that kind of hit me wrong. Bottom line, why, you talk about a gatekeeper and you talk about pain and you talk about money and you talk about accomplishing nothing. And to think about bringing that back onto the scene and giving a big platform for that. I'm sorry, Marshall, I'm just going to say it. There's not a lot of guile about you, but you're pretty dumb sometimes, okay? And I'm sure you say the same thing about me. But with the other one, there's a hell of a lot of guile. And I don't like that. I'm not, hey, monkey boy, I am absolutely not going to host that person on my channel or panel. I don't care. I wish Addie and Amanda May all the best. They were supposed to get married in December. Now it's pushed off to summer. Still living in a van, which is fine. I don't care where you're living, but no mas. Nobody walks over me, Mike G. I run my panel the way I want. BK says I don't understand. Well, I mean, I'm a courteous person by nature, BK. So I let people have their say. But at the end of the day, I make the decisions that I want to make for my own channel, just like Tucker does, just like Vinny does, just like Beta Boy Elvis. Hey, Monique, how you doing, babe? Just like Pam and Rick do, just like Mama Bear does. They all make their own pirate, awesome hooker, Nicole Green. I never heard anybody tell Vinny how he should run his channel. I sure as hell never heard anybody tell Tucker how he should run his channel. Now, Tucker's running with the crowd right now, and that's cool. To me, he's doing a good thing. I caution him, though, just like Pam and Rick did, that when you're handling money and all of a sudden it becomes a matter of discretion and your discretion, just be careful. You don't want to ever put yourself in a situation where you could ever get any blowback on you. I know you're a person of integrity, and they know on the side chat that you're a person of integrity. But we know how shit turns out in the end. We've walked that walk a few times here. I mean, for my own part, people that I need to have new tires for my RV. I need Rosie. I need to borrow money for my lot rent for the RV. I need money for my dog is sick as a dog. Blah, blah. I need money for eye drops, for GoFundMe, post-surgery, eye drops, power wheelchairs, some goofball to ride around the country raising money for animal shelter awareness. Boy, damn, there's some tough-ass lessons. What the hell not to do. Yeah, I need food. That was the one that always got me. We would never, and then Teresa and I are the same way. We would never see anybody starve or hurt for a meal here on YouTube because we have a heart. So for all the people all the people like Dave and Janelle and Becca and Tribe, Weirdo, all the people in all the chats that are talking about a script being written to bring Amanda May back to panel, you're going to be awful disappointed. It's like I told Elvis, if you're that enamored with somebody, you can get all the great views, have them on your own panel. You know, your butt buddies. You obviously shared a physical attraction before. You can have it on your own. Well, I can't do that. You know, I can't have people on panel. I gotta protect the chat. You know, something might happen. Didn't set up a burner channel. Go back to a nomadic Assyrian Elvis Van Dweller and do it on that. Yeah, BB, I just want to make it crystal clear. I've told you I'm a friend of Elvis's. And for all the good it's done steering and trying to say, hey, you know, but at least I'll continue to ride that float in the parade, okay? But I'm sure as hell not going to put another float on shit, you know, on not going to have another parade float on shit street here. Man, there's just no reservoir of goodwill for that. There's no chance. You want to come on and shoot the shit and chat and do all that, that's fine. People like Bergs will welcome you aboard. Hello, John. Hello, Debbie. Nice to see you. Hey, how you doing, Kat? Nice to see you. Hi, Mr. Z. But there's no more stomach for that anymore. But it's the Boyd and everybody's welcome. I'm buying a Class B camper van, Coates Pizza. When Mallory gets tossed and flamed, we'll be here to dust her off and pick up the pieces. Well, it's like I said at the beginning of the hang. I got to give props to Mallory. And I've said it before, although it's not the way I would run a program, she wouldn't agree with what I do. You know, she runs her own program the way she wants to do it. Has she made a splash? Yeah. I've just said some of that stuff has a long tail to it. And as I said, there's, you know, you may crumple a big piece of sheet metal and then try to get all the dents out and get it flat again, but you'll never get it back into position again. You've already kind of set yourself into a deficit position, and it's I mean, if you enjoy battling like that, if you got a mouthpiece on you, if you enjoy battling, yeah, I can get you some money for post-surgery eye drops. I know, Joey D. All you had to do was set up a GoFundMe. So that's the only thing I just caution. That's the only thing that I caution on that is it's very wearing. Yeah, I mean, of course, JK, if you want to link, that's fine. I want to say also about Afta, she is a class act. She has tipped me several times on my content and being out there. Full disclosure, I'll say that. But I'll also say this. She's also a person that tries to see the good in everybody. She's above reproach in that regard. And I think that she's a hell of an asset to every community that she's in. She's not a hater. And believe me, it's hard to get along. It's hard to get along with everybody on here. So, JK, here's your link. She is. I like her. I like her very much. Yeah, I'm not comfortable driving a full-size RV. And Mallory, you're certainly welcome if you want to come up, or anybody else. Just let me know. It's fine. Hey, Pam, how are you? Very good content tonight, Pam. I certainly enjoyed that. Yeah, she is a diamond, Tucker. She's special. She's one of those people that transcend. John McClendon says, Rosie, has Elvis ever donated to you? He has bought me. How you doing, Bean? He has bought me meals before. He did buy at the Crispy Cajun in Clearwater, and he bought a meal in Las Vegas. Teresa, if you wanna link, because you've certainly gone through all this. How you doing, my little old 19th RV? Very easy to drive. Yes, I know, Desmond. Make me jealous. I'm gonna send Teresa. Teresa, please pick up your link, okay? If you want. There you go. Mark, I don't know you. I'm sorry. I'm not going to put you on panel. Let's see. Put one out there. You have to be known to me. Yeah, that's it. Mallory, you got a link too if you want to come on. Pam, I don't know if you want a link. Yeah, like I mean, you observe people in chats, and there's certain people that you just know. You observe them. Yeah, Mark, I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm sorry. You know, this is mainly geared to you know, people that are definitely known to me. Greg, you have a link. Pam, I hope you can pick this up at the usual place that I send it. I really hope I don't have to open Twitter up tonight. It's coming to your Gmail. It's coming to your Hotmail. How you doing, Classy? Yeah, I see in a Class B BBE. I agree. Hi, Teresa.
Hi, honey. I'm not gonna say too much. I just love listening to you tonight, because I think that you're just being really sensible and real clear in what you're speaking about, and I think that's important for people to hear, especially the newbies here that are doing, you know, the various stuff. So
let me see. I might have Beta Boy Elvis. Just give me a second. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. You've been here through all of this.
I have, you know, not as much as you. I don't get as much as involved, but I have contributed a great deal. So,
financially,
Amanda, and, you know, I fell into that whole thing. And part of it, I thought I was just paying for entertainment. Part of it was I felt bad because she couldn't afford a meal, you know, when she'd call me or something, you know. So
yeah, we always kind of laugh because you and I would compare notes because she would send out a broad, like what would you call it, a shotgun solicitation, must be to everybody on her Gmail list. And we would laugh. You and I would compare notes. What did yours say? And it would be the exact, it would be the same exact boilerplate going out to everybody. And we would talk to each other and we'd say, nah, we're not gonna, we're not
yeah.
we're not doing
And
it.
a few times that I wanted to, you said, don't do it, girl, don't do it.
Don't do it. You do
Yeah.
you did plenty. You donated a ton.
I know.
There we go, Beta Boy Elvis. I got your link. I'm coming back to the chat. And I remember that like it was yesterday. We would just compare when you would get the note. You'd either text me or I would text you.
Either way, both of us, you know, because we weren't sure. And then, you know, we kind of get together in our, you know, and we decided, no, this is not what we're going to do.
Yeah, so I got BBE has the link. So I just, you know, before I would keep my mouth shut for years and just kind of roll along.
Yeah.
But this is 2019. Something magical happens when you turn 60. You just find yourself with a mouthpiece on you now, and you just
yeah.
You know,
it's a no holds barred because what the hell do you got to lose?
well, I'm just saying you might as well. You might as well. Yeah, JK, I can try adding you. I sent you the link.
That was so funny that you said that because Rosie, I've been in contact with a friend of mine that I haven't seen since I was probably a teenager, but it was an important enough friend that we got together and talked, and you know, we were able to say things that we weren't able to say way back when. So when you get 60, it's like, you know, I mean, why hold it all back? Just go for it.
Exactly. Hey, Vegas Vixen, I'm sending you a link too. You've been a party to a lot of this too. But you know, honestly, when you send people broad shotgun appeals, oh, I haven't eaten, blah blah blah. I'm down to my last $3, and it's like, oh man, is there anything genuine about this person at all? You know, is there anything real or anything? You almost feel like your intelligence is being insulted on a regular basis, but yet you still take the chance. Well, maybe it's real, blah blah blah. So, hey, BBE, how you doing?
Hey, Rosie, I put it in the side chat a little earlier. I don't know if you've seen it, but your eyes are killer tonight, man. And that's coming from a straight dude. So,
oh man. You just you I don't know, man. I love you. You know, we got a lot of history, BBE. But you know, I know you were probably wondering how am I gonna come down on this thing tonight. But trust me, I've been through the mill on here, and I'm not. I can't go down that road again. Hi, Mallory. How are you?
Hello, Rosie. I loved your footage from your getaway.
Thank you.
It was really nice.
It was nice to be gone for 2.5 days.
Although it didn't look like you got much rest at all, but hey, it was fun to watch.
Well, you know me, if I'm, if I get my 3 or 4 tonight, we're trying to just get people in that we're kind of involved with. Back in that era, back then. So yeah, man. But I thought it was funny when we used to compare notes about what went on. Back then, and Vegas was.
Well, you know what? The reason I was saying that, Rosie, is because you were more into the know than I was, and I was sort of a newbie, and I would get hurt by people saying things to me, and you were like, Teresa, you got to go grow thick skin and blah blah blah. You know, I mean, you really trained me up for, getting to where I am now, where I just don't give a shit. You know, I do, because I have a heart of gold and I will help anybody in need, but I don't you know, I have to second guess myself all the time on here. And it's just, you know, I hate having to do that, but at the same time, you have to.
Well, I think what gave me real fortitude was MB Reyes came on the side chat last night, and she said, Rosie, for what it's worth, I'm not going to be supporting the comeback either. So, and it kind of made me feel like, okay, you know, cool, you know, because she tried her level best last year and dumped out a significant amount of money and just ended up with nothing to show for it. So, you know,
Rosie, I don't know. Don't shoot the messenger, but Rub went out. Rosie wanted to tell you hello. He says hello, Rosie. I see Monique is out there, and she's a little chatty. I just wanted to give Monique a shout out. Hello, darling.
Pam, I sent
bygones. Anyway, hello, Monique.
Thank you, man. Pam, I sent that to that Twitter link is been sent to you. Rob, I got to figure out. I cannot find this. I don't think I have. I've searched I've got a message to him a month ago saying let's just move forward.
Yeah.
But I cannot find
Vegas.
He must have me blocked. I don't know. I can't see his message. He's not on my block list. So I don't know. Just go check your I wanted to make peace with you last month and say, hey, let's just I didn't like the way you misgendered Janet, but back in November, but we can move. Vegas Vixen, how you doing?
Hey guys.
Uh-oh, you're breaking up, baby.
Well, her volume, it's always the same thing with this.
Hello, Vegas. She's on that iPhone 7 or something, I think.
Yeah,
I'm on Samsung S5 now.
Oh, then we're really going to have problems on that tonight.
Yeah.
Can you type Morse code?
There you go.
I don't know if I can hear you guys fine, but what did I miss?
Yeah, I just know. Maybe you can swap back for your iPhone 7 because you're just breaking up bad.
Hey,
Rosie, and then there's that little bit of backbeat too, things.
Rosie, did Elvo want that to happen tonight on your panel?
Well, I think we talked again, and he seems. I'm not saying anything out of school. He seems flabbergasted that I wouldn't want to have a panel. But it's not like Elvis ever went down that road. So he doesn't really have a say, and he wasn't really a part of that history. Honestly, Elvis has always been into Elvis and has not really had a concern for what other people are doing on their channels or following too much. So
that's true. Elvis has always been very, very just into Elvis.
So how long do you think it'll be before he starts a hangout and starts disrespecting you tonight?
Well, I'm pretty impervious to that BBE. It's like
I know you are, but it just.
I don't think
I speaking for the side chat. We're just tired of seeing it all the time.
Yeah, I don't think that he'll. I don't think he'll do. That's just a personal choice of mine. Yeah. But I think I laid out a pretty good case tonight of why I just don't want to go down. Even as late as Friday, the hits kept coming from that person, and I'm just like, I don't need to. I don't need to go down that. I don't need to go. I got enough shit.
If you guys don't want to see that, just unsub them and just don't even pay attention. I mean, that's the way to, just.
You're preaching to the choir, Teresa. That's been my message for an entire week, and you see the hate I'm getting for such a message. That could never happen.
Never
happen.
Hi, Rosie.
Nice to see you and Ricky. Thanks for coming aboard, and that was a really stellar hangout.
Hi, Pam. I like your hat.
You had the whole all-star crew on there tonight.
And hey, everybody. Hey, Mallory. Hey, Beta Boy. Hey, Pam, Ricky, Teresa, Vegas.
Hey Jay, you got
I,
on.
I finally
There's
found a way to get on. I finally found a way to get on the panel. It took a few tricks, but
Welcome.
Yeah.
Hello again, Pam.
Hello, Leroy
Hi.
Jenkins. I try to just put stuff out on direct link now.
That works. Whatever. Is that a new feature on YouTube?
No,
no, it's not. It's an old feature.
Because I was listening to you and you said you were going to send me a link, and then I got a little window that popped up, and that has never happened before, and that's how easy it was for me. So I'm not sure. Is that, I thought it was something new because I've never seen that before.
Yeah, Brandy said, Rosie, what did you think about the whole puppy situation with Amanda and MB? I just thought, you're going to have a Rottweiler and an RV. I mean, really? I mean, at that time, I didn't go on for a solid year on Amanda's chat.
Yeah, yep. I remember that. You took a year off.
I took a year off from that. I didn't need to be around, and gradually, one by one, people will get the group. Ellie said something about a baked potato one night, and she was gone. She was gone from the chat. So,
oh God, Birds wants to come on. What do we do? Turn the lights off. Pretend we're not home. Everybody squat down.
Am I still breaking up, guys? Am I still breaking up?
No, you're fine, Vegas.
You're fine now, baby.
Okay,
Birds is
good.
outside trying to come in.
So, can you guys? Sorry, recap me because I've been doing a lot of stuff today. So, what's the deal? I picked up that Amanda Mae's coming back, and Elvis wanted Amanda Mae on this panel or something. And what's the deal?
Yeah, and I just am, and I even walked events from 2015 all the way up to Friday evening recently, when I had the good pleasure of watching Bergs' chat that night and seeing lies told on me in that chat. And I just thought to myself, there's no way I'm going down this road.
Can I be blunt about that, Rosie?
It's not like Rosie had never been told that before by anybody.
Yeah, right.
It was a total shock.
But can I be really blunt about that, Rosie?
Sure.
Can you? Okay. I don't know if I'm breaking up, so tell me if I'm breaking up, okay?
You're okay.
You're good.
Okay,
You're good.
I literally watched Amanda Mae after Rosie had so much support for her, trying to get her on her feet and everything, say she was going to cut off her head, shit down her throat, and rip out her tits. Okay? Like, I if she doesn't want her on her panel, good for her, because a lot of people were saying, don't let her on your panel anymore, and she's still continuing to try to help this person. And I don't have any problems with Amanda Mae. I maybe gave her $10, okay? But as I said before, she's a common street hustler, but on the internet, and that's all I got to say.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way, baby.
So people that gave, they can complain now and say, whatever. But I think the people that are complaining now are the people that learned their lesson, because they had empathy for Amanda. Maybe she's changed, but coming on a side chat, talking smack about people that helped you is kind of fucked up if you think about it.
Yeah, well, you don't have to think about that. Nobody in their right mind would have to think about that. It is fucked up.
That was my point. No matter what I did, I was only as good as what happened today. There was no thankfulness for what, there was actually blame for what had happened.
Yeah, which oh my God, yeah.
Oh, well, come on, Rosie.
Blame for what, Rosie? You were trying to get her apartment. Nobody knew this. You were doing all this stuff behind the scenes trying to get her on her feet, and then she did.
The thing is, it's YouTube. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. We're all used to this shit.
Yeah. Now we are, but we didn't know it back then. Rosie and I didn't. We both have big hearts, and we've contributed to that girl's or that guy's. I don't know what you guys are calling him or her these days. I don't even know if she's dressing up.
And I'll say again,
and I don't care.
I'll say again, I wish the best, for you and for Amanda and for Addie. Just, I'm not going to have it here. You can go do your own thing. You can build your own channel. You can go on Elvis's and do whatever you want.
There you go. I like that.
I'll caution you, after you were all buddy and you had your physical connection in 2015, you know, Amanda ends up going on panel with Dave in February of 2000.
I just wish that she had the same respect for you, Rosie. And she doesn't.
Who would ever want to go down that? Who would ever want to go down that road? So it's just not me. So
here's my little quick thought on it. My thing is, I think, well, we can't repeat what's already been done, right? And she brought the show, honey. Bergs has no idea what the show is until he sees the Amanda show. Having said that, we've seen so much from Amanda. I'm just not sure what more she could possibly bring that has not already been played, you know, with a script, so to speak.
I don't know. I don't know, Mallory, baby. I think she's going to bring a whole lot. I just really do. I think she's going to come in with all guns firing, and she's going to go after what she already displayed, people that she knew before. And that isn't fair.
I'm curious, but I mean, you have to, she comes with a special warning label. I mean, you've got to put all sense of reality aside. Now, if you think I made a splash and you haters have a passion of hate for me, oh my goodness. You see nothing yet.
Well, back off a minute, Mallory. Yeah, you can repeat things over and over and over on the Boy and on YouTube because there's new people coming in every day and they don't know. But the people that have been here for 4 or 5 years, the OGs, they kind of recognize that, yeah, this is old hat.
Right.
Yeah.
But the OGs are the ones with control of the channels for the moment, but she has to build her way into that first. So it would be a bit of a rough
if
start.
she wanted to get the respect, but I don't think she's an OG anymore. She's just out. So it will be up. It will be up to the side chat to determine that. You know, if they want to watch or not watch.
I'm curious. That's good entertainment.
All right, let Rosie talk. It's her chat.
Sorry, I didn't realize she was trying.
I'm just going to say that's like a Marine. Once you're a Marine, you're always a Marine. So once you're OG,
once you're OG boy, you're always OG.
You know, but you know,
you can come and go if you've been around since 2013, 2014. Yeah, you can come and go as you want.
Yeah.
No, she's Amanda can go and do as she wishes, but I'm not going to host her on this panel.
Well, hell no, I wouldn't host her on. No, I don't host chat. So
yeah,
and not since 2013.
I'm not just going to, you know, I'm not. I just.
But you know,
I looked at it pretty clearly at the beginning of the.
The thing is, what I'm warning people about is, you know, on the side chat that, you know, you can go there, you can advocate her, and you can support her, but please be very, very wary.
Well, most people on YouTube are adults in this community. They can draw their own conclusions. Go, you know, watch her. Go watch her. Draw your own conclusion.
There you go. But, you know, at the same time, if she's trying to build a channel on, you know, saying shit, you know, against Rosie, I think that is totally false and wrong of her.
Well, it's just like, you know, it doesn't bother Amanda. Doesn't bother me because I know what that is all about. But the thing that I'm talking about is Elvis with the expectation that I'm going to panel somebody up here. There's just you know, it's not going to happen. I mean, you can put your own burner channel up and have 500 people watching and burn down the house. Go for it. You know, that's that's your choice.
Yeah. Well, you know, I believe that there is a lot of sophisticated and moral people here that, you know, will make their own decision and they can do whatever they want to do. Nobody's saying that you can't, but I'm just saying, you know, for me, and I don't want to speak for Rosie, but for myself, I will never, ever go back to that.
Yeah, it's just
she burned her bridge with me, you know.
No, I mean, you better go listen to this hangout, Tribe. I don't have the heart for it anymore. It's not in me anymore, Tribe.
No, me either.
I waltz that waltz, and that's it. You know, there's no.
And that's not to say that I'm not going to ever support anybody again, and I probably will. But you know, I'm really going to do my homework next time.
Teresa,
tell me that actually.
Teresa, is there any way I can borrow $5?
Bergs, I'm gonna
No.
Now a bad time.
Bitch, you probably have more money than I do, so no.
Bergs, I'm going to send you a link, Bergs, but if you start to try to dominate the panel.
Oh my God, Rosie, you know he's gonna. Come on, Bergs.
I got Bergs.
I don't think Rosie's taking no shit from Bergs tonight. I can see it in the eyes.
I don't know what Bergs could. Bergs wasn't here in 2015, so
No, he wasn't.
So it's to the goodness of, I'm glad to send you a link, but please don't come on and dominate with I'm the show and all that, okay?
The thing is, I have Bergs blocked. Sorry.
There we go again.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm not propping up anybody. I just run my own show now, Tribe, but that's not a show I'm going to be it's not a show I'm going to be a party to. It's just transparent. Just got transparency in 2019. So
did you say I wasn't here in 2015?
You weren't in this community in 2015, Bergs.
I've been here since 2006.
No, you're not going to run your program, Bergs. You weren't here in 2015 in this community.
I've been here since 2006.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead, Vegas Fixin'.
Okay, I'm sorry. My internet just sucks. I don't know how much you heard of what I said.
Well, yeah, we heard. Yeah, it was. I think you were saying that, something about.
Wait, hold on a second, man. The Berg's just here, man. Where's my royal entrance?
Berg's, we're having a.
Hello, everybody. The Berg is here. How about a royal entrance for the Bergs?
How about you shut up for 5 minutes and let the people
Hold on a second, beta boy. How about where's my red carpet, brother?
If it was up your ass, you'd know where it was.
Where's my red carpet, brother? Where's my red carpet? I'm at the Oscars right now.
Here we go, Berg. 5 minutes on
Bergs, we're literally having a black suit business meeting, and you're coming in.
I am at the Oscars right now. I expect red carpet treatment.
Derpa.
Bottom line, folks.
Anyway, welcome to you, Bergs. But Vegas Fixin', I think you probably she's here. So go ahead and I think we heard what you said before about that.
Well, the ending to it was, and I don't know if you got the ending. The ending to it is that I thought that Amanda changed. Amanda. I don't know what she's going by right now. Not to be mean or anything. I just don't. I always call her Amanda because it's how I met her. But the thing is like coming back and saying horrible things on a side chat somewhere else, she hasn't changed. There's nothing that has changed.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. As recently as Friday, I was floored to see that that lie spilled on Bergs' chat, on the side chat, about that I regret. Did I message or text her or communicated to her that I had regret about the surgeries that I had done? It was just floored me. That there's just no end to. There's nothing that's changed. If somebody could come on and say something like that.
Well, the Bergs went live earlier tonight, and Amanda and Addie Mae both came up. But they came up under different names. Addie didn't come up under Addie Mae. Addie came up under Addie, like her real name. Addie, her real last name. I didn't know that it was Addie Mae. And then Brian came up as Brian P. Okay, because I think his last name begins with a P. And I was talking to these people.
Excuse me, Bergs. Excuse me.
Oh, dude, I'm talking, dude. Just shut up.
Glam would like
I sent her to Glam Slam if she can.
Just be quiet, dude. I'm talking right now. All right.
Calm down. Be nice.
Yeah,
no, but man, this guy's been up my ass for 2 years. All right.
Bergs, this is not about you tonight. Do you have something to add to it? So, okay, they were on the show under different names today, which is fine. I don't have it. Go enjoy, do what you want to do.
Anyway, the bottom line is they came up, and I was talking to them for a while, and I said, hey, how come you guys don't go live anymore? And Brian said, we're just not into it anymore.
That's code for we don't have internet.
I don't know what that means. I mean, what does that mean?
That means we don't have any internet.
Come on, everyone's got internet, Mallory. Everyone's got internet.
Trust me, if he had internet, he'd be on live, honey.
Didn't they just have a baby or something?
No, they never had a baby. They never had a baby.
So, Rose,
They were going to get married in December, so now it's pushed off to summer.
It's pushed off to the summer of 2019.
Yeah.
so Rosie,
yeah.
you know, I had Benny G and Tucker and Mama Bear on my live stream,
I saw.
and it was going good. Then it didn't. Then it didn't.
What happened, baby?
What happened? Yeah.
Well, Mama Bear attacked Benny G about his legs. And when that happened, that pissed Ricky off.
Uh-oh.
And he yelled at Mama Bear and told her, no, 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 you're not going to go after his legs. And so she got mad and left and went and opened up a live stream. And she's been over there dragging me and Ricky ever since.
Oh, jeez.
You guys have been good. You guys have been super supporters of her. Sorry that happened.
I know I've not said one bad thing about it.
Yeah.
Hey, Kat, if you can hear me.
Welcome aboard, Kat.
Hey guys. Hey,
Kitty Cat. Oh, I love that voice.
Hey, Teresa.
Hello, Kat.
You're having that little walk down memory lane.
You know,
I know, right?
I mean, I have a felt compelled to say this because you feel one way when you're a person who gives, and that's how I was before. But being in the humbling position of being helped.
I can't hear you, Kat. Can you speak up?
Sure. Sorry. Can you hear me now? Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
I hear you perfectly.
Okay.
Can you hear me
Being
now?
in the humbling position of needing help and getting help, I can't even fathom ever saying a harsh word when somebody helped the kindness of a stranger, because now I really know. I never needed that before. But now living the other side, it hurts even worse that somebody, I mean, I can't wrap my head around what she did to the people like Rosie, Teresa, whatever, saying that stuff and hearing that she's doing it now. I can't wrap my head around it. I just can't.
Well,
I would rather cut off I mean, this is being dramatic, but it's true. I would rather leave and go away and cut off my arm than hurt somebody that has helped me.
Well, I mean, Kat, you know, I mean, Rosie and I are in, you know, that she hurt us, but she cut you too.
No, she did, and it hurt like that before, but you guys haven't been now on my side of receiving help from strangers and the experience of that. And then knowing this is the head, she's got my head. Now how does she do that? Now you really know.
Wait, who are you talking about here? Who are you talking about?
I've gotten help because I need help now.
Oh.
I need help.
Well, you had a reservoir of goodwill, Kat, because you tried to help many people here on YouTube. So it was very easy for some people to come to your aid when because you had a history of being positive and at least trying to do when you thought you were doing the right thing and helping people out. And I just try to tell people, even as late as Friday, I was still having lies told about me on a hangout, and it just stunned me. You know, it just absolutely stunned me. That there's nothing there there's no basis to build on at all.
Well, the thing that she said on the lies, I could tell because it was like when I would always speak to her, it was complete jealousy over your surgeries. So it makes sense that the lie would be that you're not happy with any surgery.
Hold on a second. When you're talking about she, who are you referencing?
Amanda. When I used to speak to her, I would.
Okay, no. Just reference him as Brian, because that's what he's going by now.
Bergs, don't tell other people what to call somebody.
Yeah, but that's what he's going by now.
I'm not going to argue about it. I'll call what I want. Okay.
Hey, Bergs, Brian.
Bergs,
Brian doesn't raise money. Amanda does. Okay, I'm just saying.
I only knew him.
Hey, Kat, Ane Ohevet Otach.
Ooh.
Hey, Berg, stop being rude or I'm going to call your mother.
Oh, my God, dude.
I'm going to call your mother on you, man. Quit interrupting these ladies.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't. Hey,
Because Kat's not on my panel that often, so I'd like to give her a
Life,
lot
Beta.
of latitude here because she lived through the whole, Teresa, me, and Vixen.
Yeah, Vegas, Vixen, Kat, Rosie. Yeah,
and I think
Jen,
in a position where she can see the other side of the coin here.
Well, let me tell you, folks. Let me tell you. Hold on a second. I haven't really been able to speak yet.
Okay.
I have no idea why Amanda's not going live. Do you?
Do you care?
Yeah, because I like him.
Oh, well, there you have it.
As a person, I mean, I want him to go live again, like he was last winter.
That's cool. Yeah.
There you go.
So Bergs, are you saying that you met Amanda as Brian last year?
Yeah, I always refer to him as Brian because he was always in his van as Brian. Okay.
Okay. Well, you didn't.
So
you
I know him as
about something
Brian.
completely
I don't know
different.
him as the wig wearing Amanda. Okay.
Then why are you?
Guys always get so hung up on
This is all about Amanda tonight, Birds.
No, it's the same person, Mallory. It's the same person.
No, but they're two different personas, honey.
Oh, come on. It's still the same person.
Amanda's a huge e-begging bitch, and Brian's a nice guy with a girl in a van.
No. Let me tell you about Brian. Brian is a silent e-beggar. Okay?
Really?
He made over $4,000 in 2 days.
What have you been smoking?
MB.
Instead of talking over women.
What?
I'm glad Bergs is here to tell us all about Brian.
Man. Let him talk. And it is about Amanda. It's not about Brian.
Definitely about Amanda. Amanda is the show, honey, not Brian.
Damn sure not Birds.
Okay.
Well, I'm totally in the dark.
Call him Brimanda.
Pam, it's OG Boy 2015 business that you carried forward. That's all. So once in a while, things rear the head, and people are going to just talk about things, which is fine. And I say, Bergs, I bless you and say, hey, look, have fun on the hangout. That's cool. If you have another friend, that's awesome. I'm not trying to tell anybody else how to think. I'm just talking about what I feel on my own chat. That's all. Yeah. Hello, Lindy. Yeah, Brian got $5K out of MB for the computer, the camera.
Yeah, within like 2 days, he got like $4K. So let's not say that Brian was on e-beggar and Amanda was.
What about all the money? What about the over $10,000 that Rosie and Kat gave?
I wasn't around then.
So like you're kind of wasting your breath right here because we're talking about before you were here.
You guys know I'm not new. I've been around a while. Come on.
And she's been very fucking abusive as a friend or someone who they thought were their friends. Very abusive.
Rory, remember that Vegas trip? Remember how it was like your gut was just because of all the hangouts? She was so mad that she wasn't in Vegas that she would go live every night to ruin Rosie's trip. I can't forget that. Every night she would go live. Amanda, you guys, I'm sorry for the side chat who doesn't know. She was so mad because she wanted to be in Vegas. She did the most vile hangout every single night, hoping Rosie would see it to ruin it. And remember you went off on her, Rory?
I did. I have it on Periscope. She was saying she was going to kill her, cut off her head, rip out her implants, and shove them down her throat. I mean, like fucking crazy shit just because she was in Vegas enjoying her time.
Nightly. She did it like all the time.
Yeah. Well, Amanda was, she was a very abusive.
That was after I just bought her Thanksgiving.
Sick person. So
that's after I just bought her Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I remember.
I mean, I think everybody, I wish Amanda well. I wish Brian well. Move on. Yeah. And I'm, for me, and I think what Rosie is saying too is that. We're not going to support her. She's not going to be on a family or, into, a panel situation anymore because we've already been burned too many times.
Well, I'm not telling anybody else Bergs has had a positive experience, I say great. Enjoy your.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you get your own experience, and then you come back and
Exactly.
talk.
But when Elvis comes on and he's flabbergasted that I'm not willing to have somebody on panel, then I rightly feel I need to explain some of the history so people understand.
Yeah.
What's up with that? What do you guys think is up with that? Why? It's a weird way he's acting. It's kind of.
I know.
He's salty about Dave. He's salty about Dave. That's what the deal is. Salty about Dave.
Are you certain it's that?
I know, girl.
He flat out said it. He goes, "Why can't you have Amanda on here and but you have Dave?" That's what he said.
I haven't had Dave on. You know, it's been offered a link, and he wants to do things his own way, and I appreciate that. So you know, it's what he's choosing to do.
Dave, by the way, people, so you know, is
I've also met Dave. I know that Dave is very invested in the whole situation, but he's got to run his own. He's got to run his own show. I don't have to be a part of that. You know, I don't have to. I've seen the failure. I guess in a way, I'm like Mallory here. I've seen the abject failure of trying to change people, and you know, the easiest thing is, like I say, don't watch and don't be a party of that.
Right.
But you know, you can't tell people what to do.
No,
people do what they want to do.
They will.
Dave just replayed that when Amanda got all that money last year.
Yeah, I was telling people, Kat, I was actually leaving Salt Lake City early in the morning and listening to the Hangout particular day, and it turned my gut to hear some of the stuff. But
well, it's complete lies, even about Elvis.
Well, Amanda even admitted that Elvis was, you know, it was just to make money. So I was going to say anything that people wanted to hear on that panel to stimulate the money. So
I heard it too. I was like, oh, if I could just get that $15 back. Oh yeah, get that $15 back. Oh yeah, and it was all secret. No one could know who gave what. He wasn't honest about the amount. I don't know. I do wish her well though. With that, Addie seems really nice.
Yeah, she's a nice gal. I do wish him well, but I don't. You know, but you know, Cat Marshall can set up a burner channel and have his glorious.
Yeah,
and have fun, and I don't have to be a part of that. You know,
can he not? Does he not know how to host? He does. I wonder why he doesn't want to do it.
Well, he's always on his cell phone.
He's afraid his channel is going to get hijacked, and if it gets hijacked and goes down.
So I just say then set up a burner channel then, and just post a little announcement that you're going to have that, and go do it. But don't come whining later when shit blows up on you, and you end up on that.
All right, I just got back. What are we talking about now?
We're still talking about Amanda now.
Whether you like dark beer or light beer, Greg.
Light beer.
What are you talking about?
No.
We were talking about that lotion that Amanda says Elvis knows what it is. That's what we were talking about.
Well, I have no idea what that is.
I think that might be the Vaseline.
Well, the thing is, when people have to reach back to videos that are like 2 or 3 years old to stay relevant, they're really reaching. You know, that's all I'm going to say about it.
I agree with you, Greg.
Rory has some real tea here. Rory has the real reason they didn't have sex. Remember that, Rory? What Elvis told you?
I do, but it's not. I don't think Rosie wants that on her channel.
Oh,
I don't think she wants that on her channel.
That's old news. It's old news.
I'll let Kat spill it on her.
Oh, Kat, shut down.
No, that's really old news.
Kat's more heavy duty for doing something like that, I think. So, you know,
what happens to me that day.
Kat can be up Periscope, you know, and then down.
Right, exactly. I'm gonna go on Periscope. Damn it.
But you know, that's what I guess I'm floored that. It just shows the gullibility of Marshall, having already gone through that and seeing all that splayed on that hangout that Dave was playing tonight to walk down that road again.
No, wait, Dave was online tonight?
Yeah, he was replaying a hangout from February of 2018.
Oh, okay.
It was
so must be a new channel because I didn't see Dave on it at all.
I didn't either. I didn't see that either.
I was about to say who's Dave, but
what's it called? Dave?
It's called Captain something.
Captain Dave 1, Captain Dave 2. How many channels has he gotten struck this week?
Well, I don't think it's the same channel. Just changed. I think changed the name of the.
Okay. Okay, it used to be Captain Win, then it was Dave the Liar. He's had so many channels.
That intro.
I can't keep up. I can't keep up with him. I can't. He changes channels every fucking week.
Rosie, one of the most favorite videos I've ever seen you in, and it wasn't even your video, was the foot massage video where you were in the background looking and you're like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure who booted BBE, Beta Boy Elvis.
Not me. I have not booted anybody in months.
Again. Stop.
Notice Burks is still here. I have not booted anybody
look in
in
the green
weeks.
room and see who booted him.
I had him blocked, so he got on anyway somehow, so I booted him. Sorry.
Who booted who?
Me, Mallory. I booted Beggar Boy, Beta Boy.
Okay then, all right.
We have bad blood.
Beta Boy? No? Oh, okay.
He's out of here. See you later. No, I don't know what happened to him.
I don't boot people or mute people. I
fall
challenge them.
You asshole! I always fall for your shit. You still get me.
All right, did you guys?
It says in the green room. It says in the green room that Bergs booted him.
Oh, Berg, that's not cool, bro. So cool, bro. He hasn't said anything to you for a long time.
And there went Burks. Damn.
What happened to Burgs?
I booted
an eye for an eye. I didn't do it.
No,
I have not booted anybody.
Yeah, I think the cardinal rule of the panel is that the host has the discretion whether to boot or.
Well, it does say in the green room that Bergs booted Beta Boy and then he left on his own. That's what it says in the green room.
Yeah,
well,
no.
Somebody should boot him anyway so he can't come back in. And
I'm going to add BB.
Greg.
Yeah. He was being nice. He was sticking up.
What, Mallory? I'm sorry.
I said you should go in and terminate his link so he can't come back in and take the hangout down.
No. That's his MO. That's not my MO.
And it's up to Rosie, It's up to Rosie.
Well, I got my ass spanked for
Rosie,
trying to do that kind of in the past. I'm not going to do it again.
He's going to come in and take us down one by one until the hangout's gone.
Well, we don't know that.
Don't give him any ideas.
No, we don't know that. We don't know Bergs.
All right.
I'm wrong.
But we're willing to give Bergs,
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I misspoke. I apologize.
You're probably right, Mallory, baby. I know.
No, I'm not right. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Sorry. I don't even see him in the people on the green room right now. I see AAABBB. I don't know who the fuck that is. And Mallory, you're showing up with your icon as unknown, so I don't know.
Beta Boy Elvis, I added you back to the room here. So.
All right. Did you see my question in the green room, guys?
Yeah.
For all the newbies out there, let me just say this one time, and I'm not going to say it again. Rosie and I go way back. This is not my first time at the Rosie Rodeo. I've been on this panel year after year after year. I'm well aware that it's Rosie's panel. You new kids need to sit back, take a breath.
Here come the fingernails now.
That's what they need to do. They need to hush their mouths and go do their nails while the adults talk.
Ooh.
She's that sister that's defiant and never listens. That's the
I like this Mallory taking charge a little bit.
Well,
I don't know, Mallory. Sometimes it keeps me awake at night. The way
listen, I've developed a crush on Monique.
I feel protective in my old gal mode here. Just man, you know, and just like let me draw you to my ample bosom, and just say, honey, let's let off the gas pedal.
Wow. This Side chat is scrolling so fast I can't even keep up with it with all the fingernails.
I know. Mine too.
Yeah, that's the universal Mallory symbol now when she's on the.
You have to love it.
You have to own it, Mallory. That's
I love it.
Yeah.
What did you say that night, Mallory? I didn't hear. Sorry, I'm doing my nails. I didn't hear what you.
Yeah, that's all. You know, I went to do my nails. Well, I guess that Tilly gal came on to give me the what for. I was doing my nails in the process, and it inspired a nail frenzy from.
Obviously, oh my God! Look at all the goddamn nails there.
Where the hell is Jill? In the chat, I haven't even seen Jill.
I take it as the biggest compliment. It's all cute.
You should, baby.
Now, Monique, seriously though, Monique, me and you, we've got to come together, girl, because I've been watching you on other chats and listening, and I'm really starting to feel a little something for you, Mama. So.
Mallory is very cool. This is Mallory, and Mallory will be good too. This is Mallory, and she's an amazing person. She really is. Get to know her.
Get to know me. Thank you, Kat. It takes time. Admittedly, it takes time. I'm an acquired taste to the full.
And Jill, FYI, you've had.
I know it takes time. I'm trying to be really nice to Mallory tonight.
You're doing a good job, Teresa, and you see how well we communicate when we're not being snide to one another.
When we're not at each other, yes.
Yeah, you actually have had a link for a while, Jill. So all you have to do is click on it. Okay, so it's not.
I have Jill blocked.
Okay, sorry.
Not personal. I don't like her cologne.
Unblock her, JK. Just unblock her.
Unblock my heart.
Scooter Vegas too.
Yeah, Rory's internet connection is just it's tough.
Rory, by the way, not Rory, but Jory has officially welcomed me to the Winged Mafia Bull Club or whatever it is. So thank you.
The Wing Bull Mafia.
Yes, I got my badge. The T-shirt is supposedly in the mail.
Look at the comment for the bottom of on my afternoon video.
But did you get your challenge coin?
Some guy called Bird Beak or something. Some guy said Bird Beak, or some guy called Bird Beak is like, I F you, I'm coming after all you wing bull mofos on that. You can save yourself. I'm sorry, Beta Boy Elvis. I just can't have Bergs on if he's going to boot people off of my panel. Jill, you're not blocked. You're able to come on. So
hold on. Machinista says that she used to respect me.
Woo!
Go for it, Beavis.
Thank you, Beavis.
Anyway, Machinista said that she used to respect me, but I don't ever recall having a word with her, and I definitely don't ever see her. I've never seen her slide by my channel. I'm not sure what her definition of respect is, but thank you for using it.
Right, Berg, it says in the green room that Beta Boy Elvis was removed by the Berg show.
That laugh.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk Matronista. I'm not on her favorite person list, but her, I do give her a lot of latitude with what we went through for the last 6 months. She's certainly sent me some negative things, but
I'm sure she's a lovely gal. I've never had any encounter with her.
You give everybody a lot of latitude, Rosie.
Well, it's she did
Matrix has gone through a lot.
Yeah, she has. So I have to respect that and hold my tongue. No, I don't. You would think, Greg. I don't get that. Jill, I already sent you the link out. Okay.
You don't have to get it, hon. You don't have to get it.
Good Lord. Anybody?
What green room are you guys in?
Same one you're in. Same one you're in.
I think so.
Yeah, Greg, you could possibly think that just floored. I mean,
yeah. Why anybody thinks that Tucker is Dave, and by Dave I mean Lying Crying Dave.
Oh, I thought I was gonna say.
I don't get that either. They're two totally different people.
But he used to be Dave Displaced. I think that's where people are getting, because I still call him Dave.
Confused. We got two Daves and having, you see,
it's a first name thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I was getting it wrong earlier then.
I was very confused with MB. I kept seeing all these. We already
I
had.
know.
We have.
And now Mama Bear, somebody gave Mama Bear MB in our community, and it's very confusing.
It gets very confusing when somebody gets mad at one or the other of the MBs. You have MB Rias, then you have Mama Bear, and it gets confusing when they use MB.
Well, Tucker used to be Dave Displays, correct?
Yes, correct. Yes.
And so the Dave that you guys were talking about earlier is not him.
No,
that's a different Dave. That's Dave the Fisherman.
Dave replaced. Dave replaced.
Okay, well that makes a little more sense.
Yeah, Dave replaced.
Or as I like to call him, Lying Crying Dave.
How you doing?
No love there, huh, Greg?
Tell us how you really feel, Greg.
I thought I just did.
Here comes Jill's going to put me over her knee now. Go ahead.
You're lucky I unblocked you.
Angelina Jolie lips. Look at that.
I know.
She's going to come on. Rosie.
No, wait a minute, Rosie. You sent me a link. Ain't never been a time that my fucking phone rang.
You didn't get the link?
I got the link, but my phone was ringing. That was the first time that ever happened.
That's weird. It's probably psychokinetic, honey, like I'm trying to...
No, and the second time it did too. Come on now.
We do have that love connection.
Ooh.
And then I said, oh, I got Joe blocked.
Anyway, welcome aboard.
No. Kind of bittersweet, isn't it?
What's going on, Joe?
No, it's whatever you make it.
And Cat's back.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Cat.
I was trying to open up side chat, like a little movie. You're gorgeous, by the way, Jill. You're very gorgeous. You do have Angelina Jolie lips.
You know, well, thank you, Glam. I think you're gorgeous too. All right.
She is. She's beautiful.
Yes, don't be mad, Jill. You be happy.
I am not in no way mad. I'm only mad. I'm getting past what was done with Oofta. That's it. Okay.
Go ahead and address that, because I talked about it right at the beginning of my hangout tonight.
Yeah.
I'm fucking pissed.
What happened?
Ooh. Don't get Jill pissed now.
I know.
Jill, are you schnockered?
Go ahead, honey. If there was something you want to get off your chest, by all means.
Well, no, I'm just, you know.
Come on, darling, spit it out. You don't come up here
I'll say what I gotta say when I have to say it. I'm just not gonna do it right now because I don't want to hurt.
If you don't say it, Mallory's going to say it.
I know. I've been sitting here in silence, giving you the runway.
You know what? I'm not going to say shit I don't want. If I do, I'm going to say shit I will regret.
Yeah, you probably will regret that. Definitely. But hey, I'm willing to give you the opportunity, honey.
You're in a safe place.
Be patient and be nice, baby.
I've been sitting here in complete silence, giving you the runway, darling. You have
giving me the opportunity. It's not your fucking chat, Mallory. Shut the fuck up,
darling. When I give you the green light, you should be positive, honey. So anyway, what did you come up here for? What's got you so fake outraged tonight, darling?
I don't think it's fake outrage.
Yeah. Trust me.
Why don't you? Oh my God, Rosie, I can't. You best tell her who I am.
Yeah, you better tell me. Educate me on this one, honey, because I'm shaking in my. I'm shaking.
First of all,
I'm trying to avoid a fight.
Hacker.
I'm shaking in my Ferragamos.
Oh my God.
I'm sure you are. I am sure you are.
Anyway, moving on. Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time.
Oh, Mallory.
At least
You
trying to,
got a
Mallory.
spot. You're a spot in my
You're
fucking...
trying really hard.
God, the fingernails on the side chat are driving me out of my...
I know, right? Can we get rid of that? What is that?
Okay, can I say? Let me just have
Mallory, please ask him to stop. Please.
No.
No, okay. Does Mallory really want to go with me right now? You want to go with her, Mallory?
Make up your mind.
We lost her.
You want to go with me, Mallory?
You said
Well, Berg's left, so we need somebody to go at each other.
Ding. Round one.
No, you started
Scheduled
it
for
with
2
me.
rounds.
I said nothing. I said shit to you, okay? What do you got to say?
Honey. Yes, that's your story. You stumbled in here like the drunk you are, trying to build up your words, and then you choked and couldn't say anything. So
what?
You do, darling?
I'm reading you right now, bitch. What you got? I'm reading you right now. I'm drunk.
All right, take your earrings
come on.
out.
What you got to say?
All right, one at a time. Let's
ahead.
Keep it on the table.
What you got? What do you got on me, bitch? I read you from day fucking one.
Yes.
What
Okay,
you got on me? You have no
outrage,
idea
darling.
who I am, bitch.
Is this about UFTA or your fake outrage? What is it? Both?
Huh.
Whoa,
You got
take
a
another shot, honey.
nerve. You
Teresa,
got a
give her a
fucking
drink.
nerve.
She's on
And
your
if these
Twitter.
motherfuckers up on this fucking chat, on this fucking panel, support your ass.
Is this a good time? Is this a good time to bring up my GoFundMe? I'm starting.
It really
This
is.
is fucking bad. You fucking old bitch. You fucking my age. You know that.
Yeah.
All right, Jill.
How old are you, Mallory?
Jill, baby, we all love you, baby. You just need to chill a little bit.
Yeah, I just think up there.
Oh no! I've been stirred up for 3 hours now.
I know. You were pissed off.
I will say
something earlier.
Okay, good night, David Smith. Upta is very well liked across the community because she does try to be very
So
evil.
it's a conundrum. If you would just let me ask this, Rosie, I'm a little confused myself, and that's no joke. I was really looking forward to Drunky McGee over here to come up and enlighten us all of what's happening with UFTA.
Wow.
Drunken McGee? I'd rather
the only
be a
word that I
drunken
had with
McGee
UFTA,
than a fucking...
The only word that I had with UFTA in a side chat was, UFTA, calm it down. That's all I ever said to UFTA. I have no idea what else they're talking about.
And you best shut the fuck up.
So I have no idea who's going to come in here and
You a man talking to a girl, and period.
So where's the outrage? Where's the outrage, and for what reason? Somebody
How old are you? How old are you? Can I ask?
Listen here, drunky.
37 and a half.
What do you care how old I am?
How do you know I'm drunk?
What you should care
How
is
do you
buying
know?
top shelf and not that bottom cheap shit you're drinking. That's what you should care about. You'll feel much better in the
You have
morning.
no clue. Have you seen
No,
my
I
ass?
can listen. I
Look
just
at you and look at me.
I just had to fan my computer because I can smell your breath.
You're fucking ratchet. You're fucking ratchet.
Stink,
Get a
girl.
new wig.
Your breath
Get some new
stinks, honey.
fucking lips and do your fucking makeup on point,
Jill, why are you
bitch.
mad at her? Jill, why are you mad at her?
Yeah, one at a time. What is?
I've never had a conversation with Jill, mind you.
Oh, she's up here calling. The first thing she said is, "I'm a fucking drunk." Who said that?
Well,
Who
I'm
told her
pretty sure
that?
that's
I've
just a
never talked to
fact.
this bitch in my life.
You are, in fact, a drunk. So own it.
Well, let's stick to what happened on Pam's. Evidently, some Mallory had said something about up, and she is well liked in the.
Well, Rosie, skip. If you covered this at the beginning of your chat, please enlighten me because I missed it.
Go back and watch it.
No, she rolled up. Mallory rolled up on my ass, telling me, "Oh, you drunk ass
no one's even
bitch."
thinking about you. No one
Mallory,
is thinking about you.
remember,
You don't know me.
Mallory shit about Jill
Holy
earlier.
shit.
You were talking mad shit about Jill earlier, remember? Mallory?
I've returned party kegs of beer that I have more thought about than you. Calm it down. But
Who are
seriously,
you telling to calm down? Sit your fucking old ass down,
who
bitch.
is Are we going to talk about UFTA or not, or we're moving on? Because this is nowhere.
Hey.
Welcome back, hon.
Welcome back. Let's let Mallory.
The drama ensues.
We're trying to figure out what offended UFTA, but nobody seems to want to tell me, although everyone is fake outrage. How can I apologize or atone for something I may have said or did if I don't know what it is?
That's fair enough. Fair.
So can someone please share that with me and see if I need to apologize for it, or can I explain it?
Well, one thing I can say is, all of a sudden you came up in.
Okay, so you're not even good. You're trying to listen here, party keg. Let somebody else. Let someone else please
party
tell me.
Keg. Wow.
Listen. See,
okay.
we're new. We've never. Boyd may have heard of you.
Is there
the drama community don't know who the fuck you
in
are.
5 words or less, what I did to UFTA? I'm genuinely sincere right now.
UFTA is part of our community.
What I did to UFTA.
Okay.
Side chat.
This bitch can't sit down, can she?
Please say what I did so that Party Keg can go ahead and take her ass back down to the side chat where she belongs.
Oh, Party Keg. Wow. Oh.
See what I'm saying?
Wow.
Those are
I
fighting words.
see you.
No, unfortunately, I
get
don't see what you're saying. You come up here
Get
to
a new wig,
and you have
bitch.
nothing for me.
It's
You have
fucking.
nothing.
All right, Jill, let's back a minute.
Clog in your fucking brain cells.
Back up.
The side chat doesn't have anything.
Oh
and I
my
asked you
God!
to.
Let Rosie talk, you guys. It's her chance.
Go ahead.
Let's back walk it to Pam's chat. What was it that set you off on Pam's chat? Because you were hot to come on tonight and talk about it. So my only opener was that UFTA's well liked across all the communities and everything because she's very sweet. But what was it particularly? Because I wasn't there when evidently something was said. But if you want to say it, say it.
Well, what it was
No, Jill has the floor. Let her say it.
Jill has the floor.
You're right, Teresa.
Oh, you're talking to me. I thought you were talking to.
No, I'm talking to you. You got the whole floor, and I'm just curious as to what went down.
First of all, you don't, Mallory. You don't know UFTA, all right? And how dare you do that? That's a very
okay. Listen here, Party Keg, please.
See,
get to the
here we
point.
go. Can't
You're
talk.
the question. You were asked a simple question and you can't seem to answer the question. What did I do? I don't care about how I don't know UFTA, how I'm not part of the community. That's not the question.
You don't have an opinion. Shut the fuck up.
What did I do to UFTA? That's the question. Can you answer it? And can you also walk a straight line? Can you do both at one time?
Okay, Mallory, take it down just a little bit. Baby.
Okay,
Calm
please.
down.
Okay. I'm bringing it down. I don't understand why.
Bring it down, baby. Calm down.
You know what? I could say so much shit right now, but I won't. I could say so much.
Well,
you know,
I bet you could.
Rating shit to you, but I won't. Okay, I'm not that kind of person.
All right.
Trying to say she made
you now, Mallory.
I'm going to paint my nails, and you go ahead and answer Rosie's question, please and thank you.
Then you shut the fuck up.
She just agreed to
don't
do that.
interrupt.
Jill, you have the floor. Go ahead, baby.
Oh, hell no. Tell Mallory shut the fuck up.
She is. She's quiet. Go ahead.
Yeah. She'll bust up. Go ahead, Rosie.
Girl, answer Rosie's question.
What?
Rosie,
I tried.
Oh, girl, help me.
You don't respect. You don't disrespect.
Go ahead.
I'm so goddamn pissed off right now.
You don't fucking disrespect somebody that is a good person, and you run your fucking mouth, and you don't know who you're talking about, what you're talking about, Mallory. All right? So, if you don't know it, just shut up.
All right. Well, can Mallory respond to that, Jill?
No, I'm not done. I'm going to say one more thing. Right. If you don't know me, Mallory don't fucking know me. You know me, Mallory. Do you fucking know me, or have you heard of me? You don't know me. So I suggest, and I'm going to guarantee it, I'm going to jump up, especially when it's my friends. It's not going to be good. And with this drama community, I'm going to tell you what, friends are friends. And I saw tonight, Pam, I see you too. I see you too.
Oh, of course, you're going to call somebody else off tonight now?
Let her finish.
No, I'm not calling out. I asked for a link and that's it. But Mallory got one, all the boys got one, and that's about it. I'm done. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right,
Okay,
Mallory.
So kids, all you newcomers out there, let this be an example of what happens when you send your drunk friends up to challenge somebody like me. At the end of the day, you're going to be laughing. They're going to humiliate themselves. So don't do it. You know, if you're going to send someone to challenge me, get us somebody who can walk a straight line and use more than 2-syllable words. A party keg here did not cut the mustard. She couldn't answer one simple question. So therefore, if anybody wants to know what I mean by fake outrage, that is a prime example of what fake outrage. When you are so outraged over something and you literally have no idea what it is because there is nothing. I've done nothing to Ufta. Ufta knows I've done nothing to her. I don't even know the lady. I've just never done anything to Ufta, and I know that as
Can we get a little more serious around here? Can we get a little more serious? Talk about the
You're kind of stumbling on your fucking statements there, Mallory.
I agree with you. I had your opportunity 100%. I think that, you know, whatever Jill is upset about probably has very little to do with you, but she's just outraged a bit, and she is a little bit snockered. We can all hear that. So let's move on to something else.
Yes, let's move on. Please and thank you.
I will say Uff has a lot of bounce to the ounce, and she's not one to be.
Yeah. Well, Rosie, this really was about Ufta. This was about people being fake outraged on her honor for some reason. This isn't about Ufta. Like I said, I've had no interaction with Ufta to cause an outrage. I can say that.
I know, honey. You've had a very busy 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you exactly. The only thing that I typed in the side chat to Ufta, it's the only thing I typed in my life to her, aside from a personal back and forth between, which was pleasant. We both exchanged pleasantries. But all I said in a side chat over at Pam and Rick's was, Ufta, calm it down now. That was it. Now, you find the outrage in that, because this girl certainly did.
Well, there really isn't any outrage, but at the same time, Mallory, sometimes you can ignore some of the stuff that gets said.
Well, true, but it was hard to ignore
it. You know,
you can't ignore
party keg. That person is gonna react for sure. You know that.
But Teresa, Party Keg didn't come up here for me to ignore her. I tried. I was silent. She wasn't having it.
All right, Mallory.
Mallory, you owe Jill an apology. You owe Jill an apology.
You're right.
Mallory.
I apologize, Jill. I'm so wrong. And I apologize.
Thank you, Mallory.
There you go. Moving on.
Mallory,
You're welcome.
You squashed it, James.
I've apologized to Jill, was it? I apologize to Jill for her fake outrage and my response to it. It's all good.
You know what?
No,
all I gotta say,
I apologize.
You know what? You know what pisses me off?
What,
anybody that has an opinion, everybody's a drunk asshole.
Well,
everybody that has an opinion. You're drunk. So what? You know what? Just because you had a few drinks doesn't mean you're fucking wrong.
No, not at all. You're perfectly fine, precious.
Oh, look at you. You're perfect too, you sick motherfucker.
You're perfect.
Oh, gosh. This is not going to go well. Rosie?
Rosie, can we move on?
Can we talk about movies already or something?
I'm tired of it. Everybody that has an argument or opinion, they're drunk.
Well, I think
you guys are ruining my Monday night.
Well, I think we can all.
God damn it! If you would
Let's
say,
get ready to
I've
rumble."
had a few drinks, I've had that.
Okay,
You know,
we all
I'm
know
just
to
having
take
a
out
good
pagers
time.
now. Can we please move on, Rosie?
Yeah, move on. My moderator is working her ass off over the side chat.
Who is your moderator?
Poor Oda May out there. She's doing hard.
Oda May's not the only one out there.
I know. Well, she's the one that's in the deep trenches over there right now.
I would never
Yeah,
blast
like I'm not
somebody
paying
with-
attention at all. Yeah, okay.
I don't really remove
Wake up, Greg.
Patreons that remove both Mallory and Jill. I like people to have their say on here. Jill did come in.
Somebody hand me a beer. Cheers, everybody. Let's
I do think
all get
Mallory
along and have fun.
All right, one at a time.
I was going to say
Can we
Jill
all
came
just
in.
deep breath, fucking chillax for a minute, drink a beer or whatever? Jesus Christ.
I did want to give her a link because she asked for a link here. I want to say to Sean the Brit, I didn't see what you were doing earlier. You know, when the chat's moving this fast, it's difficult to catch every comment on the side chat. So apologies to you, but
yeah, and the chat on the side, you know, just to reiterate that it is moving really, really fast.
And I just think that you know, Mallory's not one to cut and run, and she can stand up for herself and take whatever's coming. I feel like the need to boot people off of a.
No, we're not about booting. Rosie's never been about booting. That's other people on here.
Yeah. So.
Agreed.
So there it is. It's nice and calm now. So
I know. Can we get on another subject then?
what would you like to talk about, Teresa?
I don't know. I don't care anything but my life right now. I mean, I've been living kind of an idyllic life because
you make pickles. Hello, Narcy. Nice to see you. But yeah, it's nice to go to a place. I mean, you have to look at somebody that stands in the line of fire, like was going on with Mallory being up on panel.
Yeah.
Like I said, I spoke to her before about the way I feel about making a splash, and people can make a splash the way they choose to in a community. Yeah. I know that she's much nicer than his.
Yeah, I think so too. I believe in Mallory. You know, I always have. You know, even though Mallory and I have had disagreements.
Yeah, you guys have had your.
Yeah, we've had our little fights, but you know what? I still think she's an articulate, wonderful woman, and I would totally be friends with her for sure.
You didn't see that coming, did you, Mallory?
No, I almost choked on my own spit. Thank you, Teresa.
I need another beer on that one.
Grab me one too. Yeah.
You know, I have used Mallory as, you know, a backlash because we had that, you know, that spat in the past, and it was nothing really of a spat. It was just a disagreement that, you know, kind of got blown out. But you know what? She called it right. You know, there was drinks involved. I was, you know, drunk, you know, some of the times that I have spoken to her, and I was totally wrong about that. And I apologized to her about that. And so every time I'm on here, when Mallory comes on, I totally treat her with respect. Unless she disrespects me, then I'll be, you know, that bitch again. But it's never happened. You know, I think Mallory is a really nice woman.
And you know, and listen, we've had some crime scenes on YouTube, me and Teresa, but that's where it ended. You know, she didn't have to worry about what was going to be in her email. Was she going to find weird shit out in her car outside? You know, we're not those kind of people. You know,
no, we are not. We are an adult people here, and Mallory knows that. You know, if I said anything to her to hurt her, that is just not me. You know, if I said it when I was schnockered or if I had a few drinks, you know, I always regret it the next day because, and Rosie knows this about me.
Go ahead, Teresa. I'm sorry.
I just, you know, I am just a heartfelt person, just like Rosie is. So, you know, I would never want to hurt anybody.
So here's the thing. This is like the difference in me and air quotes, the good people out there. So regardless what you think of transgender people or this particular trans person, whether it makes you feel better to call me a man or insinuate that I'm a man, whatever, that's fine. But in the eyes of the law, I am a female. Okay? My driver's license is female. So
she's
I have
a woman.
Grown men.
Fights like a daddy bitch. How can you not know that she's a woman?
Let me say this,
Elvis. If I give you a link, then it will be a Hosey. You know. So
was I boring you all?
No.
I have Elvis blocked.
Yeah, no, we're just babbling, Mallory.
Mallory, go ahead. I apologize.
I just want to finish this point.
Okay.
And it's very simple. I don't threaten people. I'm not that kind of person, okay? I might nickname you something appropriate, but I don't call you names for the sake of calling people names or horrible things. Mm-hmm. I've had grown men, assuming grown men on here, threaten to meet up with me in person and beat the shit out of me. So in their mind, you know, they're deluded. But can you imagine if one of these weird people actually showed up and beat down a woman? You know, these are the... So when you tell me you're good people and you mean well, actions are everything. You know, and that just, it tells the story. So, you know, you will never get to me by insulting me like that or making me flip my script or seeing the errors of my way by calling me out of my name, threatening to beat my ass, you know, as a man, because trust me, if you ever touched me, you would literally be seen by the eyes of the law beating the shit out of a woman. Make no mistake about it. And you think about that. You people are ridiculous. Yeah. But then on the same hand, they're gonna come in here and bash one trans woman and disrespect transgender in general, while being on another trans woman's chat, mind you. Mm-hmm. You know, they did the same with Tasha. You know, they beat the hell out of her verbally when she was with having a good time with Elvis. The minute she declared her dislike for Elvis, suddenly Tasha was fabulous. I heard one person in this community who claims a lot of authenticity bash the hell out of Tasha. You know, how she must have run out of money from the neck down, right? What an awful thing to say. But don't you know, when Tasha goes on his panel, oh, honey, you're beautiful, you're fabulous, and I just think you're 100%. See, that's the kind of shit you don't have to deal with me about. Because, honey, when I say I'm authentic, bitch, I'm authentic. You will always know where I stand and what I'm going to do. You're never going to have to guess if I like you or not, or if I'm talking shit behind your back, because I don't do it. I'm woman enough to come right to the forefront with my bullshit.
There you go. There you go. That's what I love about Mallory. She always has been real with me.
Yeah. Even when we fight. All those people, you know, one more thing. The person that says I love you to everyone loves no one. So there's your warning. I love you. I love you. I love you. You're the best. I love you. I love you. Honey, you love no one.
Yeah.
Buy that shit if you want it, honey. When I say I love you, you can take it to the bank.
Yeah, because you never say it to anybody.
Oh my God, Mallory!
I don't get the logic in that.
Where you're gonna love me, baby?
Well,
Mallory, wait. You're saying if I say I love you, I love you, I love you, I'm a liar. But if you say it to somebody,
no. If you say it to every person, Greg, take the cotton out of your ears, sir. I said, if
I have
your
no
job,
cotton in my ears, hun.
If your job is to say I love you to every person you know, every person that crosses your path, you love no one, because that is not what human beings do. Humans do not love every single person they meet. It's an impossibility. So when they tell you they love you, it's worth
maybe they're just being nice, though.
It's exactly what they're being. They're being nice.
Doesn't mean that they're completely.
They're being nice. They're being nice, but then in the same breath, they're talking. Greg, I'm talking. Do you not hear me talking?
Did you not hear me talking? I'm trying to ask you a question.
And you have a bad habit of doing that.
I'm trying to ask you a question.
One at a time.
I'm a lady.
At what point do you tell someone you love them?
Let me finish my thought.
Well, you know, we know
It's
it's
not
all
about
hard
not
for you to
being
finish
nice.
thoughts. Okay.
And there you go. You just won't let up, will you?
Nope.
So go ahead, Greg. Go ahead. What do you got to say?
What I'm asking you is at what point do you actually tell somebody that you love them?
When I love them. Period.
Okay. So
Not just because somebody's blowing smoke up my ass.
How many people in your life are you going to tell that to?
That's my personal business. I don't need to market how many people I love.
Passive aggressive. I get it.
No, that's the truth, Greg. I'm going to sit here and tell you and a bunch of strangers the people that mean something to me.
So you're going to tell me how many people I can love?
No, I'm not.
No, that's not what she said at all.
He knows.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Well, that's because you got your troll ears on and you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. So have a seat.
I know exactly who I'm talking to.
Yeah. So just stop. No one has you to come here and defend the honor of someone else. The truth is the truth. When somebody says they love you to everyone,
you think I'm here to defend somebody's honor?
Yeah.
You think I'm here to defend somebody's honor?
Greg, again, you're just stop. You don't have a beef with me, so stop pretending you do.
You
I'm
don't
so
have
fucking mad right now.
with me either.
Greg.
You've put up videos against me. You've put up a lot of shit. You've drugged me under the fucking bus a lot of times. I don't have a problem with you.
I've drugged you. When and how, honey?
A couple of videos.
That's drug a wrench. I did one video in your honor with a lady
in my
drawing a
honor.
wrench.
In my honor. Okay.
That's a drag.
Honey. Let's just agree.
Baby.
Let's just agree that we don't like each other.
To disagree because you're being kind of very
saying
I'm
saying let's agree that we don't like each other. We don't.
Well, I
we
didn't
never
realize
have from
I never
day
realized
one.
that until this moment. But thank you for telling me. Because here's another one. I love you, mean it. Love you, Mallory. Me, Mallory. You know. So thank you for letting me know. Finally. That's another example.
Can you read English? Did you read the way I spelled the word mean?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So, Greg, what is your point? Is your point just to stand here and say you don't like me? Duly noted. I understand.
I'm just saying, Mallory, I get. You're trying to get back on. You're trying to get back on.
I'm trying to get back on. I'm here, honey. I've arrived. So I don't know what else to do about it. I'm here.
I think basically what he's saying, Mallory, is that he feels that you're a bit of a hypocrite. So.
Mallory will flip-flop to anybody that will support you.
Greg,
you have always.
Goober lady, you've been added to the room here now. If you want to.
Hey, if it makes a difference, I hate everybody, so whatever.
I
will become lovers.
Yeah.
How about that rain, huh, Rosie?
How about that?
There you go. Let's talk about the weather.
So, you got your link. I don't know if Tucker wanted a. I'm just going to preemptively send one. We'll just fill up if anybody wants to. Come on, here we go.
Hi guys.
Uber.
Hello, Glam and Greg and JK, Jill, Mallory.
Wow, what
Uber, if you came out and attempt to drive me, let me know.
Yeah, Uber, you got to mute your side chat.
Pardon me?
Breaker 19.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Yep, you're 5x5. Uber,
okay.
I love you.
I hear echo.
Yeah, there's an echo. Uber. You gotta cut something off there, baby.
Okay, let me go get my earplugs real quick. Carry on, folks. Carry on.
I love her.
I echo.
Because she's always so
Yeah, she has too many things on it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh, I hate hearing my voice back on that. That's just
This really bad thing happened to me. I don't want to talk about it, but I'm going to do it this one time.
Uber Goober,
It started out like this.
Baby. We've been hearing ourselves back, and it's not cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. There you go. It's fine now. Yeah.
Welcome aboard.
Did you guys hear an echo before?
I'm very honored that you came on. Welcome aboard.
Well,
All right,
thank you for inviting me.
Uber Goober, what is the question of the day?
Well, let me just say.
This thing on the side chat. I think she wants to put her thoughts into the equation here. So go ahead, Uber.
Let me catch my breath real quick.
Sure.
I just want to say one thing to Mallory. Mallory, I have not met you, so I want to introduce myself. My name is Uber.
Hi, Uber.
Hi. And I'm speaking from a little bit of I guess I could call it experience, being 63. I have watched you, Mallory, and of course I've watched these other people also. And I think sometimes it's not so much what you're doing as far as going in there with elbow and doing that kind of stuff. I think it's more the condescending way that you speak to people. Now, I went back in and watched Shoot the Shit, and I will say that the only thing I did see Mallory do is that she did tell Ufta to calm down, but this was after that there was a derogatory pickaninny, I believe was the word used, and Ufta was offended by that.
Okay,
so that's what happened.
Respond?
Yes, ma'am.
So Ufta was offended by that word itself. Not that I called her that word, or because I never did. That's for sure. She was offended by the word itself. Correct?
Yes, ma'am. From what I understand.
Can I ask a question? What is a Pekingese? I don't understand that.
It's an old Southern term, Deep South term for black baby. However, in modern times, it's also mostly used as something silly and just a word. It means nothing.
But it does to some people because they're of the older generation.
I'm just trying to explain the word itself and how it's used. I said what it was, and then I said how it's most commonly used.
Because
today.
you know what? When I first heard it, I was thinking of like, I used to work for a psychologist. I used to type up her papers and stuff for, the patients. And people would see pixies. Sometimes they would refer that as Pekingese. So I wasn't sure exactly what it meant because I saw on the side chat that people were saying that you were a racist.
Well, there's good news, Teresa. I've got some really good news for everybody. The really good news is that I've selected and I pulled that commentary from Pam's Hangout. I've got it live on my channel for anyone to go over and explore that clip and see the context in which it's used. And if, in fact, I had directed it at anyone particular, which I assure you did not. So you can judge for yourselves. Of course, I expect nothing less from the fake outragers out there to hand me my shit in a handbasket. And that's totally...
And that's what I mean by being condescending, Mallory. It may not be fake. It may seem fake. Please let me speak. I will, and I'll give you your chance.
Go ahead.
It may not be fake, or it may be fake to you, but for a lot of these other people, it is not.
You're right.
And you have to show them a little bit of compassion for their feelings. And I think that's where a lot of this problem is. When a person is talked to in a very condescending and demeaning tone of voice, they become automatically defensive.
Defensive, yep.
Yeah,
and that is what's going on, Mallory.
Well,
that's my opinion.
So here's the thing, though. This is the story of the chicken or the egg. Who started the condescension first, me or them? Who started being attacked first? Me for having my thoughts, or them? Because I had, they had their thoughts. Who started it first? Well,
you did.
All right.
And fake outragers will say, well, I don't believe it. Here's the deal. It's not about what I believe. Video does not lie. Anybody who cares to go back to Saturday night, last Saturday week, this is where it started. Video doesn't lie. Audio doesn't lie. You can see exactly what I said, how I said it, and then you can see how and what the side chat were saying to me in response. So decide for yourselves. Because anybody who knows me knows that I don't go around launching attacks on people. I am the counter puncher, and I'm getting good at it. And
Well,
I
and let's.
apologize for that.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry.
Welcome Tucker for a minute. Hello, Tucker.
Hey guys.
Hey, Tucker.
I actually had a question that's kind of unrelated when you're done.
But let's go back to the chicken for a minute, Mallory. Like you were saying, who does what does who? Yeah. Well, let's take that chicken out of response. Let me wring that chicken's neck real quick. Then what are you left with?
A dead chicken.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And, so it's up to us as what's left over to take ourselves as individuals and there's this question to you, oh my God.
The chicken is dead, okay? We agree, the chicken is dead.
Wait,
so assuming you have a lot
oh my God.
out there, you have a lot of friends out there and you don't know me. We agreed on that. Since the chicken is dead, wouldn't it have maybe made just as much sense, not more, but possibly just as much, to go to your friends and the good amount of the side chat publicly and maybe tell them to back off, maybe give them the outrage story and what's fair, what isn't.
Right.
So I guess why would you come here and expect me to do all the atoning? That's
I'm
what
not asking you to.
And what are
I'm not asking you to, Mallory.
Okay.
I'm not asking you to. It's got to work on both sides of the fence.
You know what, Uber, I think that's a really fair question because I know Mallory and she is methodical in her thinking and the way she reasons with stuff. I think that's a really, really good, fair, and good question.
No, and I believe it's true. I understand that completely.
What I think is
so let's just, I heard you. Let me assure you that I heard you tonight. I heard what you said. You were reasonable. You were articulate. You had the decency to come up here not intoxicated. And I appreciate that. And I will take your words to heart and I will stew them over. And I hope that whatever I said to you, you can take to heart just the same. And we can just move on. How about that?
JK, I love that. You know,
Can I ask my question now?
Said to Rosie,
I got
Rosie, my mom wants a link so she can talk shit about me.
I got
Tucker. I love that.
And I promised Tucker's wife I would not keep him up late tonight. So Tucker, I know you have something to
well, my question is this. It's just based on what Mallory said. She said that, you know, in the eyes of the law, if someone rolled up on her,
Tucker,
the law would
really get under your skin. My goodness.
No, I have a question.
I
have an honest question. Why are you so defensive all the time?
Yeah, let's.
I have a question out of ignorance that I want you guys to answer.
What do you want me to
don't be on the attack all the time?
Will you accept it and move on?
Yes. My question to you is based on what you said.
Okay.
That in the eyes of the law,
yes,
if a guy rolled up on you, the law would look at a man attacking a woman. Correct? That's what you said.
Now,
my question to you is. I'm not even going to get this good again, am I?
You're not really wanting me to answer a question. What you're trying to do,
you haven't even heard the question yet. I'm laying the statement that you made. Allow me to ask my question now.
I thought you had a question mark when you said correct.
No, that's your statement. Period. Okay. My question to you is, and I'm asking this out of ignorance.
Okay, I know you are. Go ahead.
What if I put a wig on and a dress and some lipstick and high heels? And I bust your chops because now apparently I'm a woman.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Well, I think you're missing one term, and the word I used was legally. I'm legally a woman.
No, but I'm asking you, or legally too.
You don't want me to answer it. Tucker, you don't want me to answer it.
I'm giving you the information to answer the goddamn question. And legally too. You fucking mouthpiece. Be quiet for 2 seconds, please.
I've given you 20 seconds. You don't want me to answer nothing. Just say it. You're not looking for an answer, are you?
What's the answer?
You're trying to make a point of.
What's the answer?
You know, Tucker, I have a question for you.
My question is, under the terms of the law, they view you as a woman.
Yes.
My question is to you: is if
you?
I roll up on you with a wig and a dress, am I a woman attacking a woman?
It's more than that. It takes hormones, though.
You're being so ridiculous.
I'm asking you a question. And I said it was out of ignorance.
Okay.
And I'm. Go ahead, Kat. Go ahead.
To me, she takes hormones. It's
Mallory, you don't even have to answer that.
I'm not.
I'm asking a valid question.
You're trolling, honey. You're trolling.
I'm not. I'm asking a valid question.
And Kat is trying to respond. I've tried to respond, and then you cut us both off. So ask your question.
I'm cutting you off.
And let it go.
I'm so goddamn pissed right now.
Okay.
I know we're all outraged. Welcome to the club, honey.
That was a valid question.
Are you
somehow
done?
You managed to turn around.
So the question, okay, can I speak? So
yes, please.
So Tucker, the question was, because Mallory legally is a woman, but if the cops rolled up on a person that is dressed as a woman, which you said, and then I didn't get the rest of the question after that.
Would the law still look at it as a man having a fight with a woman?
No,
okay.
I don't think so.
Can I answer the question?
I don't think so either.
Will I answer this question?
No.
Go ahead, Mallory.
Okay. So it's really going to depend on that other person. It doesn't matter. We'll simplify it just for your ignorance, Tucker. It wouldn't matter. It just happened so be that a man was threatening me. A woman was not threatening to come beat my ass down in the street. So let's just say it was a woman who came to beat my ass down in the street. The point still stands. I am legally a woman. So it would show that this woman came to beat down another woman in the street. Now, if it were a man dressed like a woman, we'll take Brian, for example. He's a cross-dresser, a self-admitted cross-dresser. He's not transgender. He's not a woman. If he beat me down in the middle of the street, it would be a man beating down a woman in the middle of the street. I don't know how else to answer that question. And,
no, that's fine.
You know,
that's the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is a fair answer. And how can she answer that?
Well, the best way she can. I didn't expect anything elaborate.
So what was your point in the whole asking?
My point was a question based on what she said, Teresa, to quell my ignorance because I didn't know the answer to it.
Okay.
Well, and
that's what my question was.
Don't get upset.
It's not trolling. It's not about anything. It was a valid question. That's what I wanted to know.
When I mentioned that in the first place, it really was, again, just to get some of the people to look at themselves and try to get a check on their own reality when they're threatening a woman from across the country or in the same state. When you're threatening a woman to come beat her, that's one thing. But if you actually follow through, we're not talking about Elvis shit here where you're just talking a game. If you actually follow through,
please stop with the passive-aggressive remarks. I really don't appreciate it. Please stop with the passive-aggressive insults. I don't appreciate it.
Who are we? Can I finish?
I'm talking to you.
I'm not sure.
You know what you're doing, and if you don't, I'll let you know.
Are you talking to me right now with passive?
Yes.
Oh, honey. Please
don't call me honey, okay? Please don't call me honey. Don't call me sweet chicks. Don't call me nothing like that, okay? Please. I find that offending.
You're not here to have a conversation.
I'm here to ask you a question. How do you know? Mallory, you're always telling everybody what they're here for and how they think and what they're going to do. And you've got all this information when you actually don't know shit about anybody. You don't know anything about anybody.
I answered your questions very matter-of-factly, and that wasn't good for you because you're here.
No, it is. It is great. I appreciate the answer. You answered it. My next question to you is, so then on demand, as a legal woman, you can, at will, approach me with the strength of a man. Is that true or not?
That's not
I'm
true.
asking.
No. Well, I'm sorry. I answered for her.
That's okay.
No, Tucker's not a bully. I mean, he comes on and asks. I mean, I don't hear he's screaming. I just don't.
Yeah, I'll beat any of you motherfuckers up. All right, straight up.
I think those are valid questions.
Yeah.
I really do. You can answer them too, Rosie. Yeah, it's just I don't care where the answer comes from.
I'm being respectful. I mean, I don't often have you.
Yeah, it's hard to be respectful when
Well,
you know,
I mean, I don't often have
trying to
Mallory. In my opinion, Mallory came in hot into the chat, so she knows what she's in here, and I think of all the people that I know, she's equipped to be in here and deal with it. So if there's questions to be asked, I think she'll answer them. If people want to express an opinion, I also have to respect that. She's walked a walk in terms of being trans, and I respect.
I have no problem. I think that was a valid question.
I know, Tucker, you're like, I'm like you. I don't want people to ever lead with a trans card in life. I agree with that. So I do think that, I don't like people that want special favors or carve outs for themselves. I'm all about you in terms of that. We're all the same. Nobody's special.
Nope.
Nobody's above. Now, Mallory came in hot. She wanted to do this thing. So, of course, there's going to be
you know what? Block this guy, Jeremy. The guy's a fucking retard in the side chat. That's not what I said at all.
I know. Tucker would never be a woman. He would, and the thing is that you guys as women as weaker sexes.
Yeah, can you vouch for this Jeremy guy? I don't know this guy, Tucker. Has he been on your chat?
No, of course not.
That's my troll account. That's my troll account.
That's not what I said at all. I was asking a valid question. If two men go at it, you both go to jail.
I'm not sure who Jeremy
is.
And
that's just the way it is. That was a valid question because she said in the eyes of the law, and I thought that was interesting that the law would be applied that way. That's all I meant.
I don't think the dresser would be able to produce an identification that said female.
Fair enough.
At that point in time when Mallory and I.
To be clear, when I said in the eyes of the law, I am a female. That was in the eyes of the law.
That's what I meant.
When you all call me mannery or man or whatever you want to do, that's not going to wash in real life. So you can have your fun and games and playtime, but in reality, darling, I'm a woman. Live with it.
Well, if you saw me ever once type or call you mannery, I'll send you $500 right now.
It wasn't about you, Tucker. You came in and made this about you.
I know. I'm not saying that. I don't call you things like that. Is what I'm saying.
And that's
I asked a valid question.
The only thing I wish to be called is Mallory. I never gave anyone the lecture that they have to call me female, lady, ma'am, miss. I have a name, and it is my legal name, so use it.
So yeah, you don't want to be labeled.
I don't give a shit what gender you are, what color you are, nothing else. But it's your attitude and your personality is the one that shines.
Who am I
saying? So that being said,
that's Uber.
Okay.
I don't care about your blood part.
That's an Uber goober.
Yeah. Well, we've already had our conversation. I mean, I think we've come to an equal meeting of minds. I would like to think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm going to continue doing what I do and making my own decisions on things.
That's what
I do not.
All we can do.
That's right. And I'll treat you with respect, as I hope that you do the same thing with me. I do not like Jill being called a drunk. I will let you know that right now. I think that's a little bit below the belt.
I can appreciate that. I don't particularly care for drunks, so we'll just have to.
And that's all right, but I think that
maybe I know she doesn't.
And that's fine. I understand that. I'm just letting you know where I stand right now with that. And
now, if she wasn't a drunk, that would be offensive. But the truth is,
let's not go there with that.
Well, you went there, darling. I didn't go there. I'm responding to what you say.
Mallory, why do you always have to be?
Don't do that, please. We said what we had to say. Please don't push me past that point, Mallory. I'm showing you some respect.
Yeah, let's
please let's just leave it at that.
Here's the thing. I think where people are misguided is, for some reason, they all believe that they're going to come in and they're going to have their peace with me, and I'm going to sit in the corner and shut the fuck up and say nothing. and not respond, not express my thoughts, not explain why I said what I said in the first place. That's never going to happen. If you come at me, fair. If you have to have a conversation, we will have a conversation. But I will cower in the corner for no one. Understand?
I'm not asking you to cower in the corner, young lady. I'm asking you to listen to me. You have talked over me the whole time I've been up here.
And I would ask
I'm asking you not to call Jill a drunk.
Well, I'm not going to. I told you.
And I don't like the way that you talked to Uppa tonight. Do you understand that? And that's all I've got to say to you. I will not cower down from you, young lady. I will not do it. So you just hush for a minute. You will not talk over me like you're doing right now. You hush and have some respect. And I have some respect for you. You understand that?
So you and Party Keg both.
Do you understand that? Answer my question. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Answer my question.
Mallory, just
do you understand that? Answer my question.
Teresa, I can't hear.
You need to have some respect.
She's breaking up.
Mallory, just 1 minute. I really, this is not the person I want to be upset. Neither.
No, me neither. I don't understand, but I think she came here.
Let her finish her. I think it has to do with.
I am asking you to have some respect.
Okay.
There you go.
So,
all
right, I'm asking you all to have some respect as well. There you go. We're done. Respect each other. Okay, we got it.
Enough. I love you, baby. I love you.
Can I ask another question?
Oh my God! You still want to go at it?
No, it's got nothing to do with you, actually, Mallory. Thank you.
Well,
sit down. Sit down in the back row. I have a question. It actually doesn't involve you.
I was actually being
my God! Does this ever stop talking?
Hey! Can we not make this about me for a second?
Does this ever stop talking? My question is this.
One at a time.
All right. What about
everybody or anybody? So how come with Amanda / Brian, right? Why do we switch back and forth? When he's wearing a wig and a dress, why do we call him a she? And when he's wearing a vest and a denim shirt, we call him a he. Why do we do that?
I know the answer.
I guess
it's personal.
I guess I always defer on the side of somebody being trans, Tucker, that sort of presents themselves and discusses time to time, going on hormones and seeing, and I can tell it's a tortured person inside about gender. So I guess I just, as a courtesy, I think I just default on the side of always having known Amanda before it was ever Brian is presenting a certain way, is always on YouTube.
So it's just a point of being polite.
Exactly.
Well,
yeah.
I think too, isn't it? Tell me if this is true, guys, is how I'm understanding it from knowing Brian or Amanda. I always called her Amanda. I don't know why I just did that. But it's cross-dresser and transgender are just completely different things. Like a cross-dresser wants to be, when he's a man, he is a man. And when he's dressed up, he's not legally a woman, but this is what he's portraying, but he's not legally a woman.
Yeah, but without insulting them, you just be nice and you just address.
But it's not the same. Trans is like a whole.
You have to unmute yourself because Teresa muted you there. So
you have to live as a woman for a long time. I mean, I've heard the whole process, which is very long and involved. It's not just like throwing on on a wig and some whatever. It's just a long process.
So how do I tell the difference?
It's like,
how do I tell the difference walking in the street and engaging in people? How do I know the difference between Mallory, Rosie, and Amanda?
You really don't on site a lot of times, Tucker, and that's the reality of things. So I always tend in those situations to defer on the side of what's presented until otherwise, if I saw a dresser punching the hell out of somebody, of course I'd step up and do something. If the cops were called, they're going to look at identification. If you've walked a walk as opposed to talk for fun and excitement, then it's a quantum leap in who you are, just in my opinion on that. So, but I think on site you have a very difficult thing to sort out there.
Yeah.
Maybe you should go to like a tranny bar, Tucker. Check it out.
No, it's a valid question, bro. These things don't exist in my life. I'm asking valid questions from an ignorant point of view.
That a lot of people probably will have wanted to ask or haven't asked and they are asking. I think it's fair. I'd rather be asked than, you know.
Well, that's all my questions.
Well,
see, Mallory, we had nothing to do with you. See?
Woo! All I can say is that, you know, people should just be who they are. You know, if you want to dress, if you want to be, you know, if you feel like you're, you know, in a man's body and you want to be a woman, if you feel like you're in a girl's body and you want to be a man, I think you just, you know.
Yeah, me too. You know what? It wasn't a week ago, Teresa. I told my wife I fancied myself as a lamp. And she told me straight out, no, you're not. You take up way too much electricity.
Yeah.
That was the end of that conversation. Just like that.
Yeah.
That was the end of it.
It isn't the same as, you know, being a gendered, unidentified person. You know, this is a real issue with transgenders. They don't identify the body that they've been born in. So we have to allow that. And we just do. So, you know, whether a man, denies that all his life and still, you know, wants to wear pantyhose or wants to dress up in a dress, that's on him, of course, and he needs to work through that. But as a community, you know, to be fair, you just have to allow that person to just be who they want to be. And
I identify as an helicopter.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
So, Greg, it's okay. You can take the pantyhose out.
So, let's see, Rosie, do you want to respond to the people in the side chat again about they're still going on about demanding an apology for me going after Ulta? What is her name? Ufta?
Yeah.
But yet I thought it was established already that I did not go after her. So will you please try to figure that out?
We all saw the video, Mallory, very clearly of you.
She did it.
Talking mad shit about Ufta.
She did address that earlier on. The,
okay. Listen, you're lying, you little troll. Stop being a troll. You're lying. JK.
I'll drop links.
JK, the link is in my damn channel. I've already pulled it out of the chat.
No, I'm talking about the real stuff, Mallory.
You're being a troll. There was no real stuff, and you know it.
Yeah.
So, Rosie, will you please address the side chat and see what?
Yeah, I think that was already addressed earlier in the hangout tonight. For those of you who came late here, the Upper thing, the term that was used before is something I certainly heard growing up. But I think that everyone agrees that Ufta is a positive person in the community.
Everyone agrees it was not aimed. It was not said to Ufta. I understand if she got offended by the word, but so could have other people. But they're trying to paint it like I went after Ufta.
Well,
that's outrage at its best.
This is what I'm going to tell you now, Mallory. You're going to see a lot of things painted going forward that are going to disturb you.
Oh, that's fine. I just want you to. You're my voice of reason right now.
No, I'm just saying I'm happy to straighten people out, but I'm just saying.
Do I have something to apologize to Ulta for or not?
You got to choose your battles sometimes, though.
Well, you could take the high road and just say, "I'm sorry for what you know."
Okay, all right. Let me do that. Let me do that. If everybody will remain silent, please, while I do this. Ufta, if I said a word, which apparently I did, I used a word that offended you. I apologize that you were offended by a word I used. I will, however, say it was not geared toward you, aimed at you in any way. In fact, the only words I ever said to you sometime later in the chat were, "Calm it down, Ufta," and that's all I have to say. Thank you. I hope you accept my apology and somehow move beyond the rage.
I think that she certainly would. I mean,
Yeah,
okay. Well, there you have it.
Geez, that's the kind of
Ufta's calling me on the phone right now, like Bergs does Rosie. And she's
Hashtag
about to tell you
fake
fucking
apology.
off in the background, major league. Ufta, you have the floor. Ufta, go. I'm just kidding.
Come on, Ufta.
I'm saying, Mallory, there's going to be some things that you'll see going forward, and you're of course you're a very active member.
Oh, I know, but I deal on fact and truth. I don't deal
Well, I
on.
know, but I'm just saying you've got to be prepared for, you know, that everybody's going to have their own particular take on the way they feel about conversation.
And that's fine. That's fine. Like I said, the video, I posted the video. It speaks for itself. I will sleep clean tonight. Thank you.
Well, now that we've cleared that up, that's great.
Like I said, a week ago, Mallory, not a lot of people might have known who you are. But
I live in Minnesota, and we have at least 24 inches of snow and like 6-foot snowbanks.
You're my neighbor. I'm in Iowa. You're my neighbor.
I can't believe how much snow we've had this year. It's ridiculous.
Oh my God. They have to have dump trucks to haul the snow to the dump yard.
JK, please don't hide Chili May, please. That'll blow up in my face. Okay.
It's crazy.
I'm just saying, Chili May's got a mouthpiece on her, man. That's like the worst person.
Chili May's good.
I don't want Chili May deleted or timed out. So add her back, please. Somebody on the
No, do not delete Chili May.
My mods add back Chili May to the room, please. So
Rosie, can I ask a question?
Of course.
Kat, it's to Kat. Kat, are you still here, baby?
I'm here. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, you were gonna come to back home in February. What happened to that?
Yeah, well,
She's got a lot on her fucking plate. I'm just gonna answer for her right now.
Stop swearing, Rosie. I'm fake outraged.
I know, Tucker. What can I say? I want to draw you to my ankle bosom and give you a hug.
Well, I never
Tucker, we can fucking roll up on your chat.
I will roll up on your damn chat next time. Tucker.
Let's do it.
Lord, can I get
squishy,
an answer to my question?
People that don't have any feelings, let's talk it out, Tucker. God damn it, I'm pissed as fuck.
I got money owing you. Tucker plays the gypsy game. I give you $10 Canadian. He gets $10 American.
That's right, damn right. I make a good, cool 30%, baby.
Again, thank you all for all my new subs. I appreciate it. I just checked and got 10 more. Thank you.
Jeez, you got 10 subs? I didn't get.
I got 10 more subs.
I don't have a fucking channel. I don't know where you got it from.
Mallory, you keep coming up on this panel, baby. You're going to be.
I know, Rosie. Between you and Marshall, I've gotten almost 500 subs in a week's time.
Well, get the fuck off.
I don't know what's happening.
Mel, are you gonna have hangouts like weekly?
Oh man,
they love me. They really love me.
Yeah, give us a Sally Fields on here.
Fucking neat.
All right, Kat. All right, Kat. So the answer was what's going on. You couldn't get away.
Yeah, and it's on my plate. I want to. I mean, there's so much I want to do back there, and it will happen this year, probably in the summer.
Okay.
And I'm actually in the back of my head, someplace, if things work out in the future, I may end up moving back to Minnesota.
Wow, really?
Oh, wow. Hey, Kat, by the way, I'm sorry. I don't think I said hi to you.
Hey, Jill. I may end up, I looked into, this is weird, but.
Remember, we go way back.
Girl, it's a weird dream of mine, but is to seriously be
Felicia and it was all back
if Kat
in
moves
the
back to Minnesota, I will have a buddy.
Oh, girl, yeah, I want to.
Kat, remember the Bulls are in the picture.
Oh, the Bulls are in the picture.
Yeah, and I want to tell you, Kat, does that mean I can burn the Pittsburgh Steelers shirt?
That's how far back we go.
Yeah,
Kat, I appreciate it.
Kat is a Vikings fan. You know
I was going to say Kat can go back to her true love, the Vikings.
Heck
Yeah, Vikings for sure.
On you though. That looks
really. I'm just saying, I'm not going to burn it, but I'm just saying it's funny. Now you can be a Vikings fan.
No, I can be a Raven. I've always been a Vikings, but now I can do Ravens.
Oh my God, you do! That gives me a warm glow here. In
Blue Heinz ketchup.
Cat.
You must like Lamar Jackson, the quarterback for the.
Definitely, definitely. New fave.
Hey, Kat, yeah, come to Minnesota and then we can meet up.
I'll tell you.
Say just for 1 second?
He's one crazy ass young.
He's good.
Tell you that.
He's good.
So, Jill, are you in Minnesota too?
She's in Iowa, so she's.
In Iowa.
Are you in Northern Iowa, Jill?
Jill's a Hawkeye.
And
Hawkeye, bitches.
Yeah. I accidentally timed Tilly out by accident. Okay,
I'm gonna say good night to all you guys, girls.
Sorry.
My Christmas lights are blinking. I think they're gonna give me a seizure, so I'm gonna say my goodbyes and see y'all tomorrow.
I don't
mind.
Have a good night.
You've been sweet.
See
you. See you guys.
You've been sweet.
I don't mind.
Peace, Tucker.
Tucky, I love you. Have a good night. Okay, go to bed.
Doo-doo-roo, gay boys.
Doo-doo-roo.
Doo-doo-roo. Yeah, see you guys.
Come on, Tucker.
Oh, I fucking love that little bear.
Let's get it on.
I know. Tucker got tired of, arguing with everybody.
Is Mama Bear still mad at you, Rosie? Is Mama Bear still?
Oh, I know. I don't know what Mama Bear. I set her off. She timed me out twice. So the next night she gave me my chat. I just gave her a little payback timeout. Oh my God, did she go off on me?
She's trying to be a Rosie out there. I saw
that. On fire. And I even took a picture. I'll show you guys. I was down in Reno and I came upon a place called the Mama Bear Lounge. I took a damn picture of this thing.
I saw that. You did that. You
see that? I put it up on Twitter.
Look at Greg all up in the corner, and I see Greg.
Rosie, baby, you can never please everybody.
Yeah, I mean, there it is, the Mama Bear Lounge, right there in Reno. I was like,
I know.
It looks kind of blown out.
There you go, Mama Bear.
Mama Bear, those titties be flying everywhere. There you go. Woo! So
I love your in real life chooches, and since that I've been watching that Ice Poseidon just to kind of check out.
Oh yeah.
Check out the CX network because I've added him to tweet him to try to I looked at the other people on there on his network thing, and you actually fit right in and are exactly like the other ones. I'm just saying.
Yeah, could you tweet out to your?
I've already started a petition. I can't.
Oh, there we go. Well, Paul Danino is a Jewish fellow traveler. Could you?
I thought that isn't that Italian name though, but he.
Yeah, could you put in a tweet for me with Danino over there?
Well, I'm going to use the Jew card definitely. If you
God!
Yay!
Lisa and I will both use the Jew card. Come on.
Because
I don't use the Jew card anymore because
but Kat's making me a righteous friend of Israel.
I'm not a Jew. Can I ask Kat a question?
Here you there. One of the righteous.
Yeah, one of the righteous. They have of Israel.
I'm not a Jew. I want to ask Kat a question.
I'm sorry for you.
Go ahead.
Kidding.
I love Jews. I don't know. Come on.
You'll go.
I know. I was just kidding.
But no, it has something. Oh my God. I was divorced in 2013.
Okay.
I understand. And I was married for 16 years.
Ooh. Was he a Jew man?
God damn, I wish he was.
Yeah.
No, I guess he wasn't.
But no, he was a good man. He was a good man. A good man. Good provider. It's hard as fuck. And I just want to let you know that I understand the pain. Because once you have a good man and it ends, it's hard. It's
Yeah,
like
for
a
me,
death.
I've been carrying quite a burden for quite a few
You
years
know.
now, you know.
And I just want to let you know I'm sorry.
No, thank you. I really appreciate that. Honestly, thank you. I mean, everybody is so completely nice,
Seriously.
understanding, and
Ugh.
you know, all that stuff.
Girl, you just need to get back
it's
home.
like a death.
You
Yeah,
can
Yeah,
you need to get back home.
I do. Teresa, there's no place like home.
But now I need a man.
We got to get
No,
you.
I gotta laugh because Kat's definitely OG boy. Kat, remember that hangout that Rory, you and I were on, and we were just screaming at each other?
Want a man. I don't need
Rory
one. I want
was
one.
the referee.
And Rory's like, this might not have been a good idea. This
It ended up good though. It ended up good.
it ended up good, but I still look back and laugh like hell about that.
I know. Oh my god. Or I had one like with Rory, and I actually happened to
Like I didn't know Rosie had that in her. To you.
I know.
She's definitely OG Boyd. I'm so
That's
happy.
not a good thing.
I'm so happy.
If they didn't know Rosie wasn't in ya, I wouldn't. I wouldn't advertise that.
Well, you're like a dream, can't I? You know what the hell? You know. Huh?
I don't know.
Oh my
Maybe
God,
Rosie,
they know
maybe
Rosie
Rosie,
was in
you know,
me.
when
I'm
Kat
sure-
moves back here, we'll make you an honorary
happy
review.
to see Kat back on the regular basis.
Rosie, what I wanted to finish with there is I thought I would go to that Ice Poseidon. It's cxnetwork.com, I think, and see a whole bunch of feud channels. I was watching him today. He's really funny. He's big in that Andy Asian or whatever.
Asian,
Burger.
Mexican Andy,
Yeah. And those ones are, but the other ones aren't. And you actually fit right. I watched them, and
They want to make me. They want to make me tranny Andy on the.
But your chooches are so your India live streams are just so
I appreciate that. It's crazy.
But you're gonna get hurt, which is what scares me. You're gonna get hurt.
I know. I'm tired of cops rolling around too and shit.
Could you imagine what that would do for the viral video if you did? Come on.
It's a lot of. It's fun.
It's fun for the team.
It's
For Boyd.
I am glad to see you back on the chats, Kat, on a regular
Oh,
basis.
I'm glad to be here. Yeah.
Oh,
you guys are family.
me too. Me too. Because you know, bitch, I hated standing here alone. You're Minnesota, you're Jew. I hated that. I hated that.
So when do you think you're going to go back to Minnesota?
I can't.
I mean, I'll be back there for sure this summer just to fly back there. It's I like country.
Kat, you can't tell. I'll send you a Vikings jersey. Don't worry. You don't have to go back to Minnesota.
Oh, are you gonna give her one that I sent you?
I cannot see you back.
I'll send you the Iowa Hawkeye. Yeah, college is more cool.
She's lived in Arizona and Florida. I cannot see her like going through a Minnesota.
I lived in Florida.
Excuse me, Rosie. Minnesota is not to be taken out.
You know what it is?
Badgers.
So you know what I mean? But Kat has been a snowflake down in Arizona.
And I love the sun. I mean, I love the sun, but the people. It's like those are my people.
Look at the Hawkeyes. Come to the Hawkeye State. God, they got the children's hospital there. After the first quarter, they do the whole thing on the children's hospital, and the whole crowd claps and looks up at the kids, the children kids that are suffering. Yeah, look it up on the internet.
Hey, do you know Leanne? She has a channel on here, Leanne.
Yeah, she's in Iowa. She's
close. I know she's close by Dave, so she has to be close by you.
I haven't seen her in a long time. She's
she's married now. She somebody off YouTube, and they're really happy. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn! Somebody found some.
I know.
Yeah. Wow.
Found a man.
You're gorgeous.
We gotta find Kat a new guy here.
No, never. No.
You know I can be bad, baby. Come on, Kat. You know you want this, honey.
Oh God. Where is Elvis tonight? Or
I think he got bounced out like an hour ago. He should go to May.
Where's Bergs? You know what, Rosie? I like Bergs. He can be good.
He just doesn't play well with others when he comes on I like Bergs too. I like him a lot.
There's been some really good chats with him, and when he's not on that Steel Reserve, you can see the difference. You can see him just not get that aggressive.
There's nobody been a better booster for Bergs than I am, Joe. He just doesn't play with others well on panel sometimes. So he'll come on and dominate, but some people had...
He's like a dog and a master.
Yeah.
He's got to be right there, and nobody else can get to you.
Yeah. So if you're on with him, you can be his mistress and dominatrix, and then we can put him on panel.
That is fun to see.
I do. I have no problem.
I'm out. I gotta go to bed. I got some.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I've got about 5 minutes. I want to go ahead and
thank you for having
Marie for being on. Greg Campbell and Kat, it's really great to see you on the chat.
Greg's still on here. Greg.
Yeah, JK NoCal. Let me know about Friday.
Are we gonna have an after chat? Is there gonna be an after chat?
Yeah, let me know Friday night what it looks like for you. I know you've been busy as hell now that you're a rising TV star and everything. So Jill, love you. And Teresa, thank you for being on. Let me tell the side chat. I don't know if Oda May is still.
Can I have an after chat?
Sure, you can. I don't know if Oda May or mods are out there, but I want to thank people that came on the side chat tonight. Vinny and Brandy. Oda May, thank you, honey. The hardest working mod in YouTube out there, the worst chat in the world to moderate.
Oda, you're beautiful.
Yeah, Rosie, just look at your text tonight. So
I will, honey. Thank you. So I'm going to go ahead. We got a couple minutes to just close it out. I will follow you back on Twitter, Evil Abe. Just give me a
evil manner.
I sent you something snail mail.
Love you, Joey D. Hope your surgery continues, your recovery goes well. But Oda May, thank you for the good job you've been doing. It's a terrible job to moderate this chat.
Yeah, it is, Oda. Good job, Oda.
Beavis, thank you for your tip tonight. Much appreciated to you. Anybody have a last word, Mallory? Or
thanks for Tucker, Mallory, and everybody coming in and having a word.
It's been fun. I just want to thank everyone, and I appreciate those who came up and attempted to, have their way with me. It was fun. Thank you.
That's it. Jill, any final? Joe Smith, thank you. Any final words? Anybody else? I think Greg. I don't know if Greg fell on his keyboard.
First of all, I'm pissed off. Everybody knows what Mallory did to Ufta, and that's it. We should just leave it at that. Mallory apologized.
I don't hate nobody. I don't hate nobody. I just, my mind.
Uber lady is live. If anybody wants to follow the chat over to there. JK, let me know about Friday night up in Windsor if you're available for.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Sometimes you get real busy being a rising TV star and stuff. So let me know. So thank you again for everybody on the side. And with that, we are off the air. Thank you.